This is a Conscious Reconstruction podcast, and I just started right in the middle of Ash drawing on her fingers.
Hey, mind your fucking business.
She told me to mind my business. I don't know why she thinks she can talk to me like that. Yeah. Over there wasting.
She went right back to doing what she was doing.
Yeah, drawing on her
Damn,
fingers.
she ran out of ink, so that's
Yeah, wasting.
the only reason why I'm stopping.
Wasting my ink on your fingers.
Let's go use it anyway.
How you gonna tell me?
Cause I be knowing.
Those are the only pens I use. The little pointy tip ones. All the other ones, like rollerball pens, are trash.
Oh, you don't like those? That's my favorite ones.
They make
The
big old.
pointy tip ones are like too pointy tippy.
No, the other ones make too thick of a line for me.
Yeah.
So like when I'm like sketching, I can't do any like.
You know
like,
you a writer when you got like a specific pen type. Nigga, that's my jam. I be like, can't do this.
I mean, everybody got a favorite pen though.
Yeah, I do.
I need it to be a nice thin one.
Yep.
So while I'm sketching.
And I don't like
pen.
typing when I write either. I'm like,
I think I'm getting like that. Like
I don't like.
I don't think I want to finish typing out the story. I think I'm gonna write it in my sketchbook. Like I wrote the first page of it, and I enjoy doing that. And I was like, I don't think that I want to type it.
Writing seems more fulfilling.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna write out the rest of it and then see how I feel about that. Write this one whole chapter.
Yeah.
And then see if I like it opposed to what I'm doing before writing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just way different. I was writing poems the other day. I'm like,
But
shit lit.
I can't type on the computer at all. Like I have to do it on my phone. Like all my writing is done off of my phone. Like all those chapters that I've ever written.
You put it on your phone?
I
typed it?
wrote them on my phone first.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You're psychotic.
I
You
can't.
really
I
sat
type
there
all
and
the
was
stories
like,
on my phone too.
Yeah.
I don't.
Y'all need
Both.
help.
I use one.
no, y'all got
What I'm
bodies
doing.
somewhere.
What?
Y'all got bodies somewhere. Like,
Why?
legit. Y'all right up there with niggas that don't say shit during sex. What? Yes. If you quiet as fuck during sex and you type whole stories on your phone.
You know what? The funny thing is, I definitely used to be a silent nigga during sex.
Nigga,
Like,
you definitely killed
I just
somebody,
make
man.
noises now because I feel like they probably want me to.
You fucking.
It's like, man, that's probably like a requirement. It's not a requirement, but whatever.
Yeah, I'd be like, they probably will
make you feel
I was
better.
like, I should make some noises. And
Why are you making
real-
that face?
And
though?
realistically, what made me think about it is like, I like hearing the noises
Uh-huh.
when a chick be making. I was like, you know what? Maybe she want me to make some noises, so I just start making them. I just try to be a team player and make the experience better for everybody.
trying to help you out.
I just want everybody to have a good time, and I want her to know that I'm enjoying myself, even though I'm dead ass silent. I'm having a great time, but I don't think that conveyed the message as well as like maybe like yeah, like I'll just give them a little yeah,
fuck?
like yeah, that's my shit. I get right in my bag.
Y'all some fucking serial killers. I know it. Y'all choke prostitutes real silently like, I don't
But
fucking
yeah, no, I definitely wrote
I
like
would never.
at least 30, 40
That's
chapters.
exactly what a prostitute killer would say.
Yeah, but I wrote 40 chapters on my phone.
Because you a serial killer.
I'm alright.
That's all right.
Majority of everything.
You know, I can understand how people could say that's really weird that you only write on your phone. Like, I understand why you do it because you don't have a computer. So, if you're going to type,
Okay.
it's going to be on your phone.
Maybe.
But for me,
You just escalate down from serial killer to like stalker. You a voyeur, yeah. You definitely be watching. You don't act on your urges. That's nice. That nigga.
like that nigga over there,
He be stashing bodies.
the nigga that can type on his computer but chooses to.
Just fucking randomly just be like, you
Yeah,
know what?
I've-
Let me have a human response in this sexual situation.
Yeah, no, I've never typed on my laptop or my desktop. No, all on the phone. I've tried before. It's just weird. I don't like it.
I'll save up some of the bail. You know what I'm saying? When they find that first body.
They're not gonna find it.
All right.
Yeah,
As long as you confident in your abilities, I am too.
good.
Whew.
But this is the Conscious Reconstruction Show. I am him.
It's how to catch a serial killer. This is the Sanchi. Watch out for ladies. If they ain't moaning during sex, they definitely choke out bitches.
What?
No, I'm dead.
See, man, that's why you got to hit him with the.
I don't understand that.
Hit him with the occasional.
No, well, don't see.
Just hit him with the.
Weird.
Especially when they're giving you head, they love to.
that,
Hit them with the. As soon as they go down, just hit them with it. Just Like it can be on the off stroke. It don't matter. They not paying attention. Yeah, they not paying.
Just throw it in there for decoration.
Yeah, and hit it with the And you hitting it from the back, and they be like, "This is good." Yeah, this is real good.
I specifically find porn where a nigga say something in there, like, and it better be real. It better not be that bullshit.
Nah, you'll sound lusty because you're already fucking and everything, and I'm not doing that. I'm not giving the lust voice, but once you got the lust voice on, it'll be fine. Just hit him with the
You sound like a bunch of ad libs.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah,
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm ad libbing during sex. That is exactly what's happening. The woman is the soundtrack, and I'm throwing in ad libs to here and there. Let me be real honest with you. I'm ad libbing the shit out of this
motherfucker.
Yeah. Or I might hit you with a shit. Make you feel real good at it. Shit. And then you gotta like stretch back. Hit her with the shit and stretch back. That'll make her.
Make it seem like it's work.
Yeah, shit. And stretch back.
Y'all belong in a mental institution. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. That's what's going on.
Well, I don't know if Marcus is quiet during sex. Marcus is just going along with it. He might not be.
Y'all sick. Y'all both sick.
So are you quiet during sex, Marcus?
Y'all both sick.
Nah.
Oh, see, Marcus is not quiet. Just me. He was just going along with it.
Not both sick in the head.
She's like, nah, fuck that. Marcus, you do too much.
Hell yeah, because you know he be hitting bitches with that. Every once in a while, like, yeah. Here you go.
I never went up on a bitch like, well.
Why is that bad?
Why is it bad? Yeah. I don't know, like, what you quiet for? I'm over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hope my pussy ain't bad.
It's not. I'm having a great time.
But you're not saying nothing. How am I supposed to know?
That's why I give you the yes. And the so I don't understand. So you don't want the yes or the mms.
You could do that, but now that you done told me, like, ugh. Now this is strange. But, like, if you're not, like, into it, how am I supposed to know you into it? You just there?
Because I'm here and my dick is hard. And I'm having
But then y'all explain, like, your dick could just be hard. Or, like,
yeah, but my
I can't do this.
Dick not going to stay hard if I don't enjoy it.
Okay.
I'm going to get bored. Mm-hmm. So our dicks just randomly get hard, but they don't stay hard for, like, 30 minutes at a time off of the random. They'll just get hard for a quick, like, 4 or 5 minutes. And you'll be like, hey, I'm here. And I'll be like, I know, but everybody else did need to, but okay. And then they be like, well, I'm going back down. And that be the extent of they
like, you never know, really.
Yeah.
You never know. I just need to be alert.
Yeah. And so that's what happens. Yeah. But he don't just be up for like 30 minutes at a time like, hey, I'm just rock right now for this next 30 minutes. You just gonna deal with it. I'm like, I would just go masturbate if that was the case. Fuck that. We not dealing with 30 minutes at a time of you just being hard for no reason.
Okay.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go beat you down. Yeah, no, fuck that.
We're gonna go have this personal conversation real quick.
Yeah.
Give you these hands.
What the fuck are you talking about? Catch both of these hands for real. Realistically, no, you can't. You can only catch the right. The left hand is so awkward. Jacking off with your left is weird.
I don't think I ever masturbated with
Probably
my left hand.
left-handed people probably feel the same way about the right.
Yeah. That's strange, but I'm going to try it, though. Thank y'all.
You know,
like,
I masturbated one time with my left hand, and I just felt so disappointed afterwards.
Like,
I was like,
I can't get it right.
I was like,
See,
what is
this?
this?
One got the whole... This one.
I'm mad both her fingers just left.
This one got the... This don't. Look
Yeah,
at
no.
this, like, gigantic...
Yeah, no, see.
So I ain't got to control.
These 360 is going in the counterclockwise. This one go clockwise. This one it's retarded.
Yeah, see, no, you find your favorite.
I'm definitely about to try this motherfucking shit counterclockwise. Thank you.
All right, you let us know how that works.
I'm definitely going counterclockwise.
Yeah, because nah, I'm not fucking with that. But do we have any science?
Yeah, we got some science.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay on my the fact that I don't talk during sex. Well, I do, but
you hit him with the ad libs.
now there was a whole like the first 7 years of me fucking, probably from 18 to 25. I wasn't saying nothing. You was getting silent dick, assassin dick, killing pussy, not saying one word.
No, I think
saying shit.
I'm sorry.
What was you gonna say?
All right, so
Go.
Wait, no.
We get back to let me get back to my part. We'll continue.
Okay, write that down so you don't forget. Because you know how you be. You be like, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. There's nothing real interesting this week.
Are there any sex robots?
No.
You'd fucking sex robot.
No, I
you
wouldn't.
fucking perv. Yeah, you would. You wouldn't tell nobody about it. I trust Marcus wouldn't.
All right,
you?
so
No, sex robots sound what?
You name her Vanessa.
No, because that robot's probably super good.
what?
Like, they can't move organically.
No, they you ever see them open their mouth? It's like they don't move their face. Oh, hell
Like,
no.
and see, even like,
They'll hit you with that one move, that one robotic ass move. That's it. That's you about to do this shit for 10 minutes, Vanessa.
yeah, see, no, I want that. Then, like, if I'm hitting it from the back, you just gonna be in the position that I set you up in, and
that's it. You can't throw it
then,
back. You can't.
Yeah,
you
there
ain't
ain't
about
no
to fall.
occasional.
That's how I feel about dildos.
Because occasionally you be hitting it from the back, and then she be like feeling herself, and then she'll start throwing it back randomly. I'm like, oh, look at you getting into it. Now let me hit it a little harder so you stop doing that and fucking up my stroke. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. Let me get back to what I was doing while you fucking up rotation. Unless you just gonna do this, I'm gonna just be the pole. Because we can do that, and I'm gonna just stop moving. You just go ahead and throw it all the way back. Get both those cheeks going. Left cheek, right cheek.
Like how I feel about dildos. Like, just a thing. Like, it don't do anything. It don't ad lib. I'd rather have some ad libs. Just random. You know what I'm saying?
Throw out
Me
the ad
doing
libs
that
in.
shit.
You know what you need to do? You put on the Darth Vader mask and just start throwing out your own ad libs so you hear a man's voice.
That doesn't sound like fun.
All right.
Okay. I was trying to help you get some ad libs
Nah.
by yourself.
It's me and these bad boys for life.
All right, so
Yeah, we can go to.
I'm gonna start with this. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got questions?
Ooh.
It's like a test. All right.
So I read this article that
Oh, look at Marcus reading.
was talking about the migration of humans to other planets, right? And before I tell you about how this Swiss scientist felt about this idea, I want to know, like, how do y'all feel about, like, migration to other planets? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think we should just, like, chalk that up
I feel like
and stay in our own, like, solar system?
I feel like this. If all the birds died, the planet would die. If all the bees died, the planet would die.
Mm-hmm.
If all the trees died, the planet would die.
Definitely gonna die.
If all the people died, the planet would be fine. That sounds like some cancer spreading shit.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't be going to spread to other planets to also kill them. But that's just my general synopsis on things. Unless we can, get our shit together and start working with said planet that we're already on.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe we've earned the right to go to some other planets and, fuck with them too. But as long as we're like, the reason we want to leave is because we're ruining this one. That's not like, hey, we gonna ruin this one and then go to another one and then do different things. You niggas are planning to do the same shit. That's dumb. That's real dumb. Y'all gonna have this same problem again. In another 2,000 years, they gonna have to migrate to another planet. You niggas are blowing through planets in 2,000 years. Think about that. And it's probably not even gonna be that because it took us 2,000 years just to get all the technology and shit that was really fucking the planet. You niggas are gonna go to this next planet with it already. You niggas might have 500 years at most.
500 years.
And that shit's crazy. 500 years and then the planet's exhausted? That's wild. These bitches are supposed to last billions of years and you niggas are fucking them over in 500. Think about that. Think about the percentage that is and you niggas ruined it. Ruined the whole planet's life.
So,
So no, we shouldn't go anywhere.
Sit your ass the fuck down.
We should send the fucking trash to the sun.
Here we go. Nah.
Or we should build a chimney that.
A chimney?
Yep. That passes our
atmosphere.
Yeah. And just burn all the trash.
I like when Tony say something and then he look at us like, why aren't you guys not agreeing?
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, so where the yeses at?
Yeah, basically.
He just be like, ready.
Yeah. Where are the yeses?
And he'd look at you like, fuck you mean no?
Is it not logical?
Boil as fuck.
Practical and logical are two different things, so is it not logical?
Yes, to a 5-year-old.
What's not logical about it?
It's very logical. I agree.
I hate Ash. I just want y'all to know that. The only reason she's on the show is because she has good topics. If she didn't have good topics, I kick her off because I don't like her. Just want y'all to know that. She not good people. She don't know how to be a friend. We're not going to talk about that, though. Back to Marcus and
PBS skit.
All right, so
PBS skit.
The
You old Muppet ass.
You got a moral to your story over there, don't you?
All right.
Nigga, you are the moral.
I am the moral.
So the Swiss scientist, my bad, by the name of, he's an astrophysicist.
So is he French or Swiss? You said
he's
both.
Swiss. He's Swiss. I
I
didn't mean to say French. He's Swiss astrophysicist Michael Mayer.
That's not no Swiss name.
Well, that's his name. It's not spelled Michael like we would spell it, so I probably said it wrong because it's Swiss. But you know, I saw Michael.
You said
it's probably Michelle, to be honest, or Michelle or something, some shit like that.
French.
Anyway, no, he's Swiss.
Oh, Swiss.
You see how you've confused everybody, Mark? He's probably just throwing out this French.
I said French on accident because he does this thing like he's talking to the French press, so that's what kind of threw me off a little bit. Anyways,
Yeah, whatever, Marcus.
so basically, he feels the same way you do, in a sense that he's like, we shouldn't be trying to migrate nowhere else, not for the reasons you do, but it's like realistically, we don't have we can't go anywhere for real. Like, where are we going? The closest probably habitable planet is light years away from us. It would take us so long to get there. It wouldn't even be worth it. We need to just chill on that and focus on fixing, what we got around us right now.
I'm fine with him not having the same explanation because we get to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
We should fix what's happening here.
Pretty much.
How about that?
So how about we not run from it and, kind of work on it?
But maybe me and him are just dumb. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe we're dumb. Maybe we're dumb. Because clearly all the billionaires are like, nah, we're going to a new planet.
He took a little shot at Elon Musk too, talking about how, Elon Musk is like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is nuke Mars and it'll jumpstart the atmosphere. Ooh.
You see that dumb shit? Nuke Mars.
And this is why me and the Swiss scientists are the only two dumb people in the world. Look at us dumb.
We can't nuke
Me and him
Mars.
dumb as fuck.
Well, we can nuke Mars, but
we
what?
shouldn't.
Why would you?
No, we can't nuke Mars at the capacity and power that we need to do what he's talking about doing. We don't have enough nukes in the world right now to do that. We could fire every nuke we have right now at Mars and it still wouldn't do what we're trying to get done. Or what they're talking about. Or what he's talking about. I watched the whole video on it.
Why don't he just use all those billions of dollars to make this chimney? Now let me give y'all. Let me explain to y'all why I keep giving y'all all these other what y'all say are crazy ass things. Because realistically, these niggas are trying to nuke other planets to jumpstart atmospheres. But y'all mad at me because I'm like, hey, let's just build a chimney.
And how many times do you think civilization for real? How many apocalypses do you have? Because I was reading some Hindu mythology and they say the world will come to an end, but realistically, we don't know how many times it's come to an end. How long has Earth really been here?
How many times really? Just jump started and it started all over?
Yeah, because like I said, the Earth could just flick us off like that. I'd give her big props. I feel like what we doing ain't really. She might be trying to reset herself, yeah, but in the grand theme of things, if she didn't want us here, we'd be gone. But And when I was reading the Hindu mythology, it was like, yeah, you don't know how long you've been here. You don't know how many like apocalypses didn't happen. How many times you didn't start it over, started from the beginning and just kept going. Nigga, that's really trippy.
I mean, yeah, if you, I guess in the sense where you look at time and you think they say that it's the year 2000, which
that's not even accurate.
I mean, at this point, Christianity won. Everybody goes by the year 2019.
Yeah.
Regardless of what religion you claim, you say that it's the year 2019.
Right. It's 2019, nigga.
So, you know who decided it was?
It's 2019, cuz.
Yeah. The people that decided we were counted like that, Christians. So, they won. So it's 2019 now. But in reality, even that is, like you were saying, something that they made up.
Yeah, like what the fuck? But we don't know.
Before that, it could have been
you're nothing.
Nothing. And then a period of animals fucking up the world. And then before that could have been another period of people that were so gone so long ago that they shit is dust. And all we have is a fucking
it's funny that you talk about that.
Fossils
it's like, it could explain situations where they're always arguing about like the cradle of humanity and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, we found this in Africa now, and then we found this that dates back this much further behind the cradle that what we thought of humanity existed, and then they're finding like things like they're finding smaller like human type species or animals or whatnot in like Antarctica.
Yeah, and in the Americas they find shit that's older than stuff in Africa.
Yeah, so it's like that could have been something that happened. We're just discovering things that was like past civilizations, past the point in time that we knew or that we count as the beginning of time.
I think I read somewhere they say the Sphinx is actually older than the pyramids. Like, we just don't know. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, like somebody could have walked up and saw that bitch like, you know what? I'm building my civilization here.
Yeah.
I fucks with you. I don't know where you came from.
Like, what is this place? I was reading Rudolph, what's his name? Rudolph Steiner. And like how he had these theories about Atlantis and how realistically like the spirit world and Earth was like, they have an Avatar episode about that. Legend of Korra, when they had like the spirits like living together in one, and then before like Earth like lowered its vibration, and now we got this just physical thing where we can't see like the other side of the veil. That tripped me out too. I don't know what that had to do about anything, but I thought I'd say it.
I'm so mad. She's like, you know, I wanted to share.
Yeah.
Right.
So
in my head, it made sense to tie it in what we was talking about. Didn't work out.
It was like, you
the
know,
missing link was just like,
hey, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
You didn't put me here.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's fine. It's just the way that you explain it. Hey, I wanted to share.
The secretly evil koalas are evolving right between our eyes.
What? Assholes.
Right before our eyes.
Yep. Fuck them.
What are they doing?
Being assholes.
Well, koalas. Most people, you know, don't know too much about koalas. You know,
not at all.
Everybody look at koalas and be like, "Oh, look
how cute.
They'll rip your fucking face off."
Koalas are very dangerous.
They make this really crazy sound.
Until recently,
baby alligators sound like lasers.
They do.
Pew pew.
No, like really, like just like that.
Yeah. They do. And they are riddled with chlamydia. I didn't know that. I learned that.
Alligators or koalas?
Koalas.
Who is fucking koalas?
No one.
How do you get the information?
If you eat koala meat, you get chlamydia?
Right. How do you test it?
Can you even get chlamydia through that way?
How do you get chlamydia?
Why do they have chlamydia?
Yeah.
Some animals have STDs. They're not strictly just human things.
But you said all of them. Like,
I said they're riddled. Like it's a common STD within koalas.
I thought you meant like all the niggas were. I thought all koalas had chlamydia. Like they were just born that way. And so I was super. I was so confused. I was like, why are they just born with chlamydia? Like, what kind of shit is it? Like, why? What is life?
But see, that's the thing. Though,
I'm glad that Ash was right there with me. Like, well, why do they have like all of them have chlamydia? Like, that's terrible.
You get to choose.
What's happening with them now is they have like this like AIDS thing, right? Kind of something like AIDS. You know how like cats get AIDS and shit like that.
So wait, time out. what you need to stop doing is
saying
saying,
rapid
so,
fire.
you know, just
You know
like
how
how cats
cats
get AIDS.
begin
No,
AIDS?
we didn't know cats get AIDS,
I thought
nigga.
people knew that.
You know the science shit, and that's why you're on the show. This is why you here. We didn't know cats had AIDS. I'm sorry that I never knew about the cats AIDS epidemic, and I wasn't worried. What color is that ribbon?
I thought that
Cats
was like
over
a
there
common
losing
thing that
their
people just knew
homies.
that cats could get AIDS.
Why would I be thinking about cats getting AIDS?
It's just a
Hey, you know
random
how
fact
cats
I know.
getting HIV.
Okay,
and
but
shit.
why would the random person think about cats getting AIDS?
I don't know.
So, and when would I cross that in my just general passive life to get this knowledge?
Y'all
You
know
were
how
around
cats be out here.
When did we talk about cats getting
I
AIDS?
don't know.
That
I
was
say
so
random shit all the
fucking funny.
time. I just tell you random shit.
Yeah, but you used to be
pause.
more into like the sea, and so we used to talk way more about the ocean. way more about the ocean. I know a lot of ocean facts. That's why I don't like about sea turtles being immortal and fucking lobsters and jellyfish. Like I
Not
know a
cats
lot of
having
sea
AIDS.
shit because of you. But cats having AIDS?
No.
Nah, that is not a conversation that we had.
No, I'm never gonna look at a cat the same. Like,
Nigga, you got AIDS. So what I need you
Every
to do,
cat.
Not
Marcus?
all cats have AIDS.
that's gonna be hard to prove to me now.
Yeah, but which
I'm
ones do?
discriminatory than a motherfucker.
It's not
But
the
which
same
ones
type
do?
That is
No,
human.
I don't give a fuck what type it is. Which ones do, Marcus? How do you know which ones do?
fucking
Oh,
know.
exactly. You
It's
see how you? No,
discriminatory.
I'm
Test
not.
anything else.
I'm not going around testing every cat that I see. I'm gonna just go around assuming that they all have AIDS.
All right.
Just like I'm gonna assume all koalas have chlamydia.
Me too.
You probably should, but
That's nasty. That's so, you know what? Let's just continue. But you also have to explain certain things, so it's like cats
Alright.
getting AIDS. Because I was like,
Their
you're like, you
immune
know, just like
system-
how cats get AIDS. I was like, wait, what? Cats AIDS? Where did we get this from? I know bird
like, There
flu,
are a few animals like so cats
mad
get
cow
AIDS.
disease.
That's something both humans and animals both share as a disease.
Swine flu,
There are certain
things like that.
reptiles that can't have AIDS. Like it's just certain animals are immune to certain diseases, some aren't.
Well, that makes
Okay.
sense. I understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah, but
like,
no. You saying that makes sense.
mhm.
But you assuming that I just had the base knowledge that cats had AIDS is wild. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you saying, but what I'm saying is the fact
They're
that
right
you
up
thought
there with like,
I
oh yeah,
thought-
you know, milk got cats in 'em, right? Yeah, cats got AIDS.
Oh, wait, those aren't the
koalas,
same type of
right.
facts.
Their
Right,
DNA
koalas.
structure,
Like
they
these
have
assholes
something like because
koalas.
because the disease that they're dealing with right now is like it's kind of like AIDS.
Cades.
And
Right.
it's like in how AIDS in humans can penetrate the walls so it can put itself within the egg and the sperm so it can be transferred through birth.
So the cades is just spreading.
Yeah, and it's trying to do that, but they're like, as you're seeing.
What
like,
is so
generation-
fucking funny, Ash?
Nothing. Continue.
I'm mad that you don't like cades.
So as
I
the
love it. That's a problem.
as the generations of the koalas is going, right? They're being born with
Oh my goodness.
their cells are learning which genes in the RNA sequence isn't the right ones, and they're starting to like cut it out. So they're trying to it's basically fighting this disease in conception and birth, I guess.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Can they focus on human AIDS?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
swear I talked about that like a week or two ago.
no, everybody.
Yeah.
No. These niggas too.
These are animal scientists. They don't
Nah,
focus on animals anyway.
We just they need to just put that brain power
Uh-huh.
into stopping people AIDS.
Not them cades.
They're
Yeah.
not worried about people AIDS. 'cause
Clearly.
they
Clearly.
already can stop people AIDS. They're just waiting to let you know.
Can they
This is science.
do
Science
it?
lets you know shit like 15 years after they do it.
True.
That's why that's why right now we have the HIV prevention drug. We don't have the cure yet. We just have the prevention drug. So if you take this drug, you can't get AIDS or HIV, which will lead to AIDS, of course. Give us like another 5-6 years. You'll be like, oh, it's HIV cure all.
You know what they
And
should
we're
cure?
done with it.
They should make a shot that you can give babies that, stops them from getting chlamydia and gonorrhea. Like, why are we just still letting people get that? That's just not a problem. We're not worried about that. We just like, nah, it's cool.
No, they're not worried about it.
Because it's a check. Because niggas can make you come in and, hey, come get this pill and pay me.
Pretty much.
That's wild. We're not going to give you the AIDS cure that's killing you for a while. And the other shit, we're going to give you a kind of cure. But we're not going to give you no preventative for that. We're just going to cure it every time. But we're going to go in them pockets, too.
But since we talking about that, now I can give you how they're going to reveal the AIDS cure-all, right? So CRISPR, back at it again. They turned CRISPR into a virus-killing machine.
Wow.
So now they're teaching CRISPR how to target certain sequences in viruses within the virus's genome and plucking that out, basically making them non-functional. So, like I said, in about 5 or 6 years, give it maybe 10 at the max, we're going to be in a society where viruses and shit like that don't matter.
I mean,
we're pushing towards that. We're pushing towards that type of life.
Maybe viruses, don't they adapt?
Yeah, they adapt. And that's the thing. That's why this isn't like a fine-tuned thing yet, because even if you start poking at a virus and doing things like that, the virus will adapt itself to deal with that. So they're trying to teach CRISPR to be able to keep up with the adaptions.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I know viruses, they be changing.
Yeah.
They be like, you hit me.
Switching up on a nigga.
Yeah.
And apparently, this is my last thing I really got to talk about. I said science wasn't really too much going this week. Can
I be a cyborg?
Nah.
Hey, what?
It's about human regeneration.
Okay. This is also right in a good direction.
The way salamanders regenerate, basically they found that same regeneration within our cartilage and our bones and whatnot and our joints.
Ooh.
And they've started messing around with that and dealing with it and poking and all the whatnot. And since it's the same as the salamanders, they're relating it to that type of research, and they're beginning research on trying to find how to be able to, for humans to regenerate in a sense. Like, not just like instant, let me grow my arm, piccolo this shit one time. Like, no, but like in a sense that your arm, like if you lose a body part, you lose something significant, you could regenerate it over time. So, yeah.
The leg just stop growing.
Is it a serum that you take?
They don't know yet. They just found it for real. They're trying to figure out how they're going to go about it.
All right, cool. Because I need them to get that. And then once they get it, I'm going to just have it activated in me.
What if your leg just grow? Your leg just cut off and then it just stop right here. It don't go back to the full thing.
And one person be like, baby leg Jenkins.
Just gimpy than a motherfucker. Just, my regeneration didn't work. I got to return it. No.
Nah, you just need more
that off-brand cream. Target.
You got that up and up regeneration cream.
Y'all are terrible.
No, I'm not trying to regenerate shit on this fucking body. God damn it.
Up and up regeneration. It's really crazy with medical like science and whatnot get to the point where you have shit like that just in your show in the stores on the shelf.
I can't afford.
No, you should steal it.
I can't afford it.
You steal it then.
For minor regenerations.
Yeah.
Cut the tip of your pinky off, get a little bit, you get your pinky back. Not meant for limbs.
Looking at you funny because they know you got the off-brand shit. Like, this nigga. Here with the off-brand regeneration.
His pinky gonna be purple.
Got the Shaqs of regeneration, my nigga.
Hell no.
I want the Shaq. Shaq was the best in the league.
Yeah.
And the most dominant. Yeah, until he became a joke. And then now he has diss songs. Him and Dame Lillard going back and forth.
Yep.
Battle. Beef. Any more? No more songs you just done?
No, that's about it.
You whack.
Regeneration, that's all I had to end with.
Marcus,
working on it.
What I need you to do is like a deep research project on the sciences that connect to becoming a cyborg and present your findings in like 5 podcasts.
This nigga said deep research
Yeah.
into cyborgs.
Well, no, not cyborgs. Into the technologies that will eventually lead to the ability to create cyborgs. So, like the technology that you were telling us about, where the dude was able to walk again by a brain man. So things like that, the nano machines, all of that, replacing the dude's arm with a. Everything like that. That's what I need you to, all those sciences. I need you to do a deep research project on those and then get back to me and the rest of the Conscious Reconstruction Squad in about 5 weeks, 5 podcasts. I feel like that's a decent amount of time. A week per technology. If it's 5, I don't know. I really. You'll figure it out. Huzzah.
Why not?
Look at that. Ash over here shaking her head. No, don't do this.
It'd be a no for me, dog.
Why won't you support me? See, this is why we're not friends.
I support
you. Don't. Everything you've said is a no.
You want this dude to do 5 episodes. See, I want you to do like a deep research thesis.
Not every episode.
You just said 5 straight episodes.
No. What I said is in 5 episodes.
And so just cyborgs. Does it? Is there anything else? Or no, just the whole thing?
Yeah, just the whole thing. Yeah. So that's like a month and a week worth of time to do research. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why you're a bad person and we're not friends, you see? It's my time. It's just my time to shine, and I'm no longer talking to you. I'm going to talk to my list.
Great.
I got a list. And what do I want to say about this list? This is a question that I had. Do y'all think that gender reveal parties are problematic?
I don't see an issue with them.
But it's you assigning an identity to your child before
No. My answer is no.
You sounded so upset.
Because you asked a question and I was like, what? What's the issue with that? Like, that's just something people do, just to throw a little party. And then you started explaining to me why, and I got mad.
Tony has mastered the soft voice. He's like,
really?
But you're assigning the identity.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know how to sound sympathetic than a motherfucker, but isn't that?
Vocal tone is important.
Clearly, he's definitely figured out the sauce.
Depending on what you deliver, you can't deliver things like that in a gruff, aggressive voice. But you're assigning it. No, you sound hostile. You just gotta sound. But you're doing this and make it sound like you need to think about this. Like, this needs some consideration. But Marcus said no. How do you feel, Ash?
No.
No. Oh, both of y'all. No.
No.
All right. Well,
it's retarded.
I can move on.
Real party.
I can move on.
Reveal the gender.
Decided didn't want to be the gender that it was born. I mean, I don't.
This is why we can't leave the planet. Because of questions like, I'm not leaving the planet with a group of motherfuckers that need trigger warnings. I don't want to have a conversation with you if you think gender reveal parties are problematic. I'm not leaving the planet with you. I don't trust you. I will probably kill you because you're clearly the weaker species. Here. Yes, I'm taking you the fuck out. I'm about to eat you for real.
All right, Mike Tyson.
I don't even know if I want that type of meat in my family. I don't even know if you worth being get the fuck out of my face.
I was just trying to, see if y'all thought gender real, but we can. I said clearly y'all don't see. So we can move on. I'm fine with moving on. So Tekashi supposedly signed a $10 million deal. Who gave that
nigga $10 million?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I did a little research, and they said it was 10 summers or some shit like that. They gave him the $10 million, but that don't really make sense. Because that's also the same label he was signed to before he went to jail. So why would they have paid him another $10 million? That's not logical.
It don't.
So
it don't make no sense.
I don't know if that's real or not. But I do know that his court date is like December 18th to see if he gets out.
That's a long time.
This nigga wrote them a letter. Was like, hey, you know, I really want to go to this Christmas party, and I'm really trying to, you know, have my New Year's start right. So if we could speed this up,
right, just a tad bit,
because I'm waiting. And it's like, oh, we didn't know you had a party to go to, Mr. Tekashi.
Let's hurry
Mr. Snitch9, come on, we gonna get you right on out of here. The 18th work for you? That's the earliest we could get you. The fact that this nigga has a court date for the 18th of December.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever talk about how you thought the nigga was a plant? I don't think you ever did.
I don't know if I fully explained it on here, like how like we've had conversations about how I think that nigga.
Cause this nigga getting a whole week before Christmas to
think about
get his court date.
Tekashi, like, all right, let's say all that's true, right? And this nigga about to get this 10 million. He getting signed right back to who he was with, right?
But he should still be signed to them. You going to jail doesn't mean you're not signed.
Listen though, right?
Okay.
He gonna come back. They gonna shoot that nigga.
They gonna shoot that nigga.
What?
Who you think gonna shoot him?
I don't know.
Everybody.
Somebody gonna shoot that nigga.
I don't know. Like, part of me feel like he gonna shit, and another part of me feel like the streets ain't real. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. And this nigga just gonna be walking around.
I think too. I'm like,
I feel like somebody gonna shoot that nigga. It ain't even gonna be like some streets retaliating type shit. It's gonna be like, oh fuck this nigga, shoot this nigga, kill this nigga. Somebody gonna probably pay to hit this nigga. He gonna get. It might be the company. It might be the fucking record label itself. Pay to hit that nigga. He out the way, and now they just making money off his bullshit.
You think I gotta draw more attention though? If you shoot this nigga conveniently, like you gonna have a lot of heat on you from that nigga alone. I'm thinking like, is that a smart idea?
But look, his case and what he just did gives all the potential for a hell of people to want him to die.
Yeah, but is that
so
a smart
if they
idea?
just did it, they were like, who killed this nigga?
Nah, somebody gonna look into that shit. I promise you.
I mean,
as much
I guess what he's saying is that people will probably look at it, but it's so many suspects. The likelihood of them being able to pin it to you,
right?
Yeah,
is a lot higher because
it's a lot of shit.
It's not like you the only one with a motive.
Right, this nigga got in here and snitched on
everybody has a motive.
Everybody has a motive right off bat. So
they could, like you said, now if that's some plant shit, then maybe that could have been a motivation too. Now that I think about it.
But my thing is, I could see the record label not necessarily paying for it, but not being upset about it because, like you said, they're gonna profit off of it, especially if he passes away. Like that shit's gonna get him hella. They're gonna get bread. They're gonna keep selling his merch. They're gonna keep making new albums with his shit. But I could see him going into Spanish music.
He could do that.
He gonna be in court for the rest of his life. I promise you.
What if the next 2 albums are for like Spanish music? That'd be interesting. Like, cause I can't see what is he gonna rap about?
He gonna rap about snitching.
If he comes up, so what is he gonna talk about?
No, he gonna rap about snitching. Watch.
What, like, cause I don't understand what he would talk about. Like, he was a gang member in all his other music, and then that was not true anymore. So, well, what's he gonna do? All of the music was very aggressive and like.
Yeah, well,
what's he gonna do online? Like, is he still gonna be trying to troll niggas and tell them to suck his dick?
Everything gonna be part of gay? What the fuck?
Because like,
upside down question marks.
I mean, it seems like that's what he plans on doing.
But the reason that you got away with telling people to suck your dick the last time is because you had gang members that are willing to defend you. You can't go around telling people to suck your dick now with nobody willing to defend you.
Oh, he got the feds behind him now.
You know, that is also true, but he also said that he don't want witness protection, so them niggas might be like, fuck you too. You gave us what you want, and we don't have to worry and spend no bread on you? Bet.
I think, I wonder if he think he hard because he didn't take witness protection.
I don't know. It's a very confusing situation. A lot of things don't make sense. Like, I'm generally good at putting 1 + 1 together and getting 2. But I keep coming up with 3s and 4s every time I add 1 and 1 with this shit.
Shit, nigga, I got -6 the other day. I don't know what she's talking about.
So I don't know what's happening, but just new shit just keep getting added to the mix. And I ain't never heard so much shit about a nigga that was in jail. Just every week is some type of new news or this nigga doing something new. it's like this nigga not even in prison.
Right.
That don't make no sense. Ever since the case started, it's like this nigga not in prison. It's like, yeah, he about to sign this deal. He been doing this. He said this about these rappers. It's like, what is happening right now?
Right.
Who is allowing this? We just watching this happen? And so now I'm like, all right, well, we couldn't really stop what he did in the court. So now I just got to see what happens when he comes home. Because now I'm not even looking like it as a if. It feel like a win. Feel real big like a win this nigga get home. Which is very disappointing. You know what's crazy? He ain't gonna get home sooner than fucking Bobby and Rowdy.
Damn.
Yeah. They don't get home until the end of next year. 2 stand-up niggas where Bobby took more time so his nigga Rowdy could get less.
Mm-hmm.
Real stand-up niggas not gonna get out for another year when this nigga will be out by Christmas.
So you can go kick it at this party.
That shit I don't understand. But I guess it ain't none of my business either. If you not street, stay out the streets. Like, that's what I want to talk about. This nigga Academics keeps trying to defend and trying to, like, get niggas to, like, understand why snitching was cool. Like, him and Casanova had an interview.
Him when he did that interview, when he was talking about before XXX passed away.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, yo, just be quiet. And then he said something that was just really off-putting. He was like, well, what if you do this and this, and then he was like, well, that's his issue. I was like, that's fucked up. He said something. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, but that's who he is. But, like,
he got a soft-ass face, too. His face looked pudgy. He got a pudgy face.
Because he is pudgy.
I know, but he just look. I know you could be fat and still look hard. Like Killer Mike look like, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga look, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but he was saying that.
A whole other conversation.
What if you had? He's like, he understands street, but what he also believes in is like loyalty, and so like they spent.
He looked corny. Just I don't know this nigga in real life.
All of this from like maybe here to where I was just at, talking about snitching.
About 30 minutes.
About 30, 40 minutes. In real life. And he talking about, he's like, well, what if you had someone and that's the enemy and they kill your moms? You not gonna go tell? And bruh, that's not one. That's not the same thing. And 2, no, I'm not. Because if that's the enemy and I'm out here in the streets getting niggas, doing what I'm doing my dirt as well, and my mom gets hit, probably should have realized that I was putting everybody that I love, that they know about life, in jeopardy when I started doing this. That's on me. Can't be mad at other niggas for exploiting weaknesses that I made obvious. 2, you can't want to be a grown person just who has a level of accountability, let alone a grown-ass man that's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to hop off the porch and I'm hopping these streets. Cool. You grown and you decided to do that. You approach niggas and you like, I'm going to tell niggas to suck my dick. I'm going to want to fight. I'm going to niggas to get shot. I'm going to want to do all of that. I want to be the big boss nigga. All right, so you want to be out there doing all that. But then when there's other niggas that don't fuck with you, that do you dirty, and you snitch on everybody, and we keep just trying to act like he's just snitched on the 2 kidnapper niggas. No, you snitched on Shotty too. Your man's the nigga that was with you every day, protecting you, holding you down. So it's not like it was just the niggas that was kidnapping and beating you up that you snitched on. You snitched on the entire organization. The niggas that you was in their face smiling, dapping up, hugging, breaking bread with, sharing meals with, rolling with. But that's all cool. And that's what this nigga Akash basically like, no, it's just about them not being loyal and them attacking him, and then how can't you understand him snitching? No, because regardless of, even if they weren't loyal, you got to handle that in the streets, because this is where you decided to come to. there's a whole different set of rules.
You stepped into this.
If we on the porch and we just making money and we work together in the business, and in that business you do some foul shit, you fuck my girl and everything like that, I'm dissolving this partnership. I'm doing everything the right way. And if you do some crazy shit, you start stealing money, I'm calling the cops. I'm sending you to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But if me and you is in the streets and we get money together, and I'm in one location and you in another location, and we moving things and every shit like that, and I send something to you, and you disappear on me, I'm not calling the cops.
Right.
I either got to handle that shit myself or take that L.
Mm-hmm.
But know who's not getting involved? The cops. I'm not be like, oh, this nigga robbed me. This nigga took my money. Nah.
Mm-mm.
I put myself in this area. This is the land that I want to play in, so I got to respect that. And Akis spent 30 minutes trying to convince Casanova that he otherwise, and Nadeska was like, we should just move on. He's like, no, I'm making a different point. I'm talking about Troy Ave now. Talking about how, why should Troy Ave not tell on Taxstone? Because Troy Ave proclaimed to be a gangster, proclaimed to be selling packs, proclaimed to be in the streets, and proclaimed to be one of those niggas. So if that's the shit that you doing, and that's the atmosphere that you run in, and your mans get hit, and your first response shouldn't be to go to the cops. Y'all put yourselves in that predicament. Or if you're the one doing it and that was your man and he wasn't doing shit, you put him in that predicament. You hold a level of accountability for this shit. And the fact that you like, no, it's not me, it's all him, it's crazy.
Yeah. There's no integrity there. And I understand.
Right.
I definitely understand.
Yeah, he was talking about, because Academics was also talking to him like, yeah, as a fan, we were seeing Tekashi like say all kinds of shit about you and you not say nothing online. It's like, because if I say I'm going to break his jaw and then his jaw gets broken, that's me incriminating myself. That don't make no sense. And Ak is just acting like he can't understand shit word for shit.
Because Ak, it's just, he like to irritate people. He one of those people. I bet he was that kid that used to beat up. But no matter how hard you hit that little nigga, he always came back and started poking at you again. I was like, what the fuck, man? Leave me alone.
Yeah, but it just feels like, I just don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe it's just he just too biased because Tekashi is his homie. But it seems like he can't understand, like, there's different rules once you step into a different arena.
Right.
It's like you don't go to work using the same language, and not even to say that you start speaking more properly, you just probably don't cuss as much.
Right.
You probably not calling, hey, that's my bitch. You probably don't hear that as much as in the office. I'm just saying. But niggas act like that shit don't apply to the streets. They're like, oh no, there's no rules there. No, there are. And if you don't abide by them, there's consequences. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I feel like this nigga is a plant. I feel like this nigga been working with the Fed since that little rape child molestation case that he had going on with the little 14 or 16-year-old, whatever. He had some little chick in his video and touching on her and shit like that. And then he was like, oh, he thought I was older. Well, he said he thought she was older, but we don't know. Because it just kind of like disappeared in the smoke. And so I feel like them niggas had him like, we gonna send you to jail for life. And they was like, nah, I'm gonna tell. And I work with y'all, and I feel like he just, from that point on, has been
gathering information
and acting like this is the reason that, oh, they did this to me. Like, no, I feel like you was, from the time that you got in trouble, and we don't even know realistically when they approached you with it. We just know when they, like, it became public knowledge that you got it, because it only became public knowledge because you were famous. So, I don't know. I feel like that nigga was a plant. The feds put that nigga in there. This nigga just infiltrated and then threw this whole group away.
It has reasons.
Oh, and then Jim Jones refused to speak about him in his Breakfast Club interview.
Good.
Like, every question they asked, they were like, he was like, I have no comment. Like, and they're like, so are you good? He's like, I'm not speaking about anything to do with that situation.
Good.
That's how you do it, Jimmy.
Yeah. So.
That life.
Yeah, shit is crazy. What else? I think that, I don't know if I have anything else on my list, because that shit was just, So Rihanna shaded Jay-Z and the NFL.
What'd she say?
She did a magazine interview, I want to say, and was basically saying that they asked her, did she really decline to perform at the Super Bowl? And she said, yeah, she did, and that she could never perform for them because she just doesn't agree with like some of their ideals and the way that they practice and handle certain things. And then she talked about how she could never be like Jay-Z and like basically sell out Colin for money and shit like that. So she's like, she took shots at like the NFL and Jay-Z over this, and I was like, good for her. Cause I agree. Good Riri.
Riri.
But it's funny because now it's like after that whole dreadhead scandal where they were cutting the dreads off of young boys and shit like that. You don't really see Jay-Z talking too much about this NFL partnership. Like that nigga backed all the way. He's like, hey, I'm just
gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna just be quiet and get paid.
Shh. Don't say anything.
But yeah, because it's Shakira and Jennifer Lopez as our halftime apps.
Lopez up there. God damn.
Yeah,
bitch, go to sleep. I don't fucking know.
I didn't know you still perform.
Yeah, like, ain't
you
you tired?
Judging somewhere? I swear you're a judge on some show.
You need to take your Metamucil. Fuck. Tired.
You need to take your Metamucil. That is.
Bitch, go somewhere.
Laser gators.
Yeah. What's that shit they like to eat? Oat. What is it called? Oat. Damn. Not honey bunches of oats. Fuck. Grape nuts.
Grape nuts. That sounds nasty.
That sounds like some old shit.
Hell yeah, I remember seeing that on top of my grandmother's fridge for years. I'm like, I want some. Because it was called grape nuts.
She said, I want some.
I want some. Then one day I had it. Like, what the fuck
don't
was
want
I?
none. I don't want this.
What was I waiting for all this time?
Grape nuts.
Shredded wheat, yeah.
No,
sit your ass down. Don't nobody want to see you. Shakira, the fuck? I don't even make sense on it. Just a regular, like, all right, Latinos aside, like, you couldn't get nobody else that's relevant for real, or somebody to be excited to see. I don't want to see these bitches shake their ass because that's all they gonna do.
But yep, that's who's gonna be there. So there was outrage for that because it's like you said, inspire change and all this, and this is so far we've had boys getting their dreads cut off and Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
So I don't think people are too happy with that. But some other outrage is happening over this Amber Geiger sentencing. Because she's the woman that went into the wrong apartment and killed Botham Jean. And so she did get convicted of murder, but she only got 10 years, which is wild. Like,
yeah.
People have gotten longer sentences for killing dogs.
Like, that's 25 to life. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the range that they had to give her or to choose from was between 5 and 99. And they settled on 10. How between 5 and 99?
Do you pick 10?
Especially when the defense and the family was asking for her to at least get a year for every year of his life. Or for every year that he would have lived. And y'all came up with 5? Y'all gave her 10? This man was 26. And
so much they think about your life.
She'll probably do 4 to 5 and then be up for parole to get out.
Shit, you might get on good behavior.
And then on top of that, the judge came down and hugged her, gave her her Bible. While she was in trial, the bailiff came up and fixed her hair and everything like that. Both black women. And then the brother, Botham Jean, gave her a hug during this situation as well. And so I just want to get y'all feelings on how you feel about the judge and the brother hugging her and then the bailiff fixing her hair and things like that in
Basically,
court.
It seems like they didn't want to send her to prison, but they had to. And for that reason, they all had to give like their, last moments like, we sorry. The judge's like, my bad. You just had to be the one. I'm sorry, and gave her a hug. Like, that's what it seems like to me, the way it sounds. It sounds like everybody was like, damn, we tried. We couldn't. 10 years, best we could do.
So why do you think the brother gave her a hug? He said it was for forgiveness. And how do you feel about that?
It was pretty brave.
Well, I mean, that's how some people are, in a sense. It's like, well, I don't want to hold on to this. Like, this is something that happened, and I don't want to, like, it's a hug for forgiveness. Like, I forgive you. I'm letting this go. It's not like something I'm going to forget, but it's more like this is my way of getting over this or trying to let it be.
Yeah.
And you said you think it was brave?
Yeah, letting it go. Forgiveness ain't an easy thing to do. Even on the surface, even if he really didn't forget his bitch, you giving yourself peace, and that's what really matters the most. It's bizarre what they were doing, because I've never seen nothing quite like that.
Well, the judge and the bailiff shouldn't have touched it.
Yeah, that's bizarre. That's just weird. I don't understand why y'all showed that. The family doing what they got to do for their own peace of mind, but the bailiff and the judge, and they had to be black women. That's really strange to me.
Well,
Even if he was white hugging a fucking convicted murderer, that was just not appropriate. Like, why are you touching this person? You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have to take race out of it, it's just strange. Like, why is the bailiff touching you? Bitch, you bailiff in the corner. Don't touch no fucking body.
You get to, like, pick them up and walk them out.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you do. You bailiff and you judge. Why are you touching these people? Now this shit just
he got up
and
gave her a wholehearted hug. I remember I seen the hug.
Yeah. Well, the family, they had to do what they got to do to make themselves feel about. But the court people, the fuck? What the fuck is going on here?
I feel a way about the brother hugging too.
Yeah.
A little bit, because I feel like forgiveness is for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I look at it like that, I don't understand why you need to express forgiveness to the other person to find it in yourself, to, like, let go of that hate, that anger, that frustration. And even mentioning that, I don't
once you take it that far, it becomes religion also, but continue.
And so I understand, but if we take it to religion, realistically, they indoctrinated us with Christianity, so that way when the slave master beat us, took our families out the home, raped our women, we wouldn't revolt and kill them. It was always teach forgiveness and turning the other cheek, being docile, placation, placing your hopes in a higher power, changing your circumstances, and never a direct conflict or violence. So if we take it to religion, I look at it as you following the same old slave indoctrination that we've always had, that told you that you need to make this white woman who's crying now feel comfortable in what she's done to you.
Yeah.
And that's what I looked at all three of them like. It's like y'all are all really trying to make her feel comfortable in what she's done in this really fucked up situation. And it's more about her comfort than a loss of his life now.
Yeah. That definitely is like a big thing. Because my parents this white lady kept coming up to the house to give me she wanted me to do this survey, and she was going to be a gift card for $30 for just completing the survey. But she would come, like, when I would be asleep. So my father would be like, Ash, there's somebody down here for you. Can you come down and do this survey? They're trying to give you $30. No, I don't want to do it. She was like, oh, she'll be back another day. I'm like, I just said I didn't want to do it, but the fact that you told her to come back is irritating me. Okay. Next time she comes back, I say the same thing. No, I don't want to do the survey. Okay, well, she said she's going to come back. I don't know why you keep saying this, but I don't want to do the fucking survey. She comes back a third time. Ashley, come down here right now and talk to this lady so you can get this $30 gift card. I got really upset. Like, I looked at him like, why don't you understand? Like, I kept telling my parents, like, yo, I don't want to fucking do it. I don't understand why you keep trying to get me to do this. She's like, just go outside. I'm like, I'm going to tell this white lady no. And she's like, come on, just do it. I'm like, come on, you don't your information. I'm like, I hear you, Linda. No. Understand that I keep saying no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. My mother laughing in the corner. I'm like, all you had to do was say fucking no. I don't want to do it. I don't care. $30, $50. If I said I don't want to do it, you don't have to pander to this white lady to get me to fucking do something. So I looked her in her face and said no. She's like, oh, okay. You know, I'm sorry to bother you. Yeah, I know you are. Get out. Go away. Now I'm aggravated. And she's like 5'2". Yeah, now I'm aggravated. Really aggravated. You keep bothering me for this $30.
She's trying to give you free money.
No, you trying to
It
get
was
my
the
information.
purpose that these niggas just would not just accept me saying, tell this white lady no. They would not tell her no. Oh, you can come back. For $30, nigga, I could. There's so many multiple ways to make $30 in 15 minutes.
That don't involve you wasting your time with
just fucking, I don't want to do it. No, I'm good.
Yeah, so no, I don't know. I felt like that. And so I just thought it was really weird that everybody just seemed like her sympathy or her emotional well-being was
more important.
More important because the mother wasn't happy with anything that happened.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't agree with the father or the brother. Like, the father was like, I hope we could be friends one day. Like, what kind of crazy shit is...
Nah. That's what we gonna try to
find. Y'all niggas are...
a little too far.
And that's why I feel like it's like slave indoctrination. Like, you niggas are like...
That's weird.
So...
The whole story is just bizarre.
So willing and so needing to, like, be accepted. It's weird to me. But then on the other hand, I look at it, it's like, well, maybe the judge and the bailiff felt like they had to maintain their blue wall of silence and not, like, step out on the other side where the dude that testified in court and was talking about how he was afraid of gun violence and things like that ended up being murdered outside of his apartment. I think he was shot in the chest. There was rumors that he was shot in the mouth, but I don't know how true that is. But if he was shot in the mouth, that's clearly a message. And then the woman that had the film of what happened, who didn't initially release it, that released it after they were trying to basically say it was conflicting stories on the news, she got fired from her job for releasing the film and a host of other things. And I think she's now being sued all because she put out this information. And it's like, maybe they knew that was coming and we're like, we got to at least show that, hey, no, we still on y'all team and there's nothing we could do. Like, they made this decision and it's out of our hands and we're going to try and make her feel as comfortable as possible. But I don't know. It's just real weird shit to me.
Yeah, the whole thing is just bizarre. Like, why?
Everything in this whole, like, world is just super weird.
Yeah, that shit, all his situation is just iffy. But, like you said, like, the system is kind of jacked in the situation.
Yeah.
Pointing towards is more beneficial towards her anyway, so.
And then I guess my last thing I want to talk about is Kanye West had another Sunday service.
I forgot Kanye was doing that, but continue.
And I think it was in Utah, some state where the population is more Caucasian than it is African American. But so I want to say Utah, Wisconsin, or Wyoming. It's one of those.
Right.
But regardless.
Dusty Ohio. Dusty United States.
Yeah. He's out there and he starts talking about how you know that they wanted to call me a coon because I supported the Republican Party and because I talked to Donald Trump, because saying that just because I'm black I shouldn't be friends or shouldn't deal with him. And it was the Republican Party that freed the slaves. It was Lincoln, who was a Republican, that freed the slaves. And so basically, he gave elementary facts on the origins of, like, how slavery stopped, which everybody knows that it was originally the Republican Party, who was the Progressive Party then, and then the parties changed.
Right.
As change went on, and there is, like, a great deal or whatever where the Democrats got to keep land and not have any issues, and the Republicans got to choose the president. And then that's how black people slid back. and then Democrats basically kind of like lost support and then started focusing on social justices and shit like that, and that's how they became like the party of the people. So yeah, but that's all basic shit. That has nothing to do with you supporting Trump.
Right.
But yeah, and so do y'all feel like he's using this Jesus rebranding and saying he's not doing secular music as a way to like get back into good graces of black people? Do you think he's being true to this, or what do y'all?
I mean, he could be doing the same thing most people do when they start a religion, or just like do like a faithful type thing. It's true. Look, tell me Kanye. Tell me that's not what the fuck. Tell me that's not what Kanye is doing right now.
I guess what you saying, but
is that not what he's doing right now?
I mean,
I don't know.
Because if he gets a big enough following, we gonna have
starting a church. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and so you kind of equate it to a mega church.
Yeah.
But I guess my issue with that is even at the mega church, you still getting the word.
Yeah. But he's giving a word.
No.
No. Let me finish.
So you're saying he's going to create his own religion?
Yeah, he's going to do his own damn thing.
He's branding this as Christianity.
Yeah, Christian. How many parts of Christianity are there? Under the umbrella of Christianity, how many different sections of Christianity is there?
So let me explain what Kanye is doing. Outside of the speech, this was the first time that he's done that speech.
Uh-huh.
Normally, what he's doing at these Sunday services is doing like gospel interpolations of like our favorite records and stripping the word out of the service. But still branding it under Christianity.
Okay.
So you not really feeding the people on any level. And so I don't really look at it like, even at a mega church, yeah, you getting over, but you still are providing the substance that they're looking for.
I mean,
and that you're supposed to be providing.
Something.
I feel like he's using his celebrity and fanfare to leverage people into a negative area, which is pro-Trump. And so I guess that's why I have a more issue with it than a mega church. There's no word in it, there's no real religion in it. So you're using the name of Christianity without realistically pushing any of its real teaching, except for exploiting t-shirts and merchandise with like Jesus is King and things like that, name on it. So you're exploiting all of it, just like mega churches do, but you're not providing any of the return on value, regardless of how little we think that return is to them getting that word. You're not even giving them that. And then you move to, I guess, create a narrative that suits you best, that's political in nature and also very dangerous. And I don't see mega churches doing that.
No, because mega churches always center around the funds of making the money. But like, okay, so basically what he did was he took the idea of a mega church and just stripped the fucking church out of it. He's using the same idea though. He's doing the same damn thing. He just literally took the word out of it and proving a point that the word isn't necessary for you to be able to do that.
But the word has never been necessary for you to do that. That's what a cult is. So you just okay with what Kanye is doing?
I ain't say I was okay with it,
but that's what I'm asking you.
Somebody go out there and do something about it?
What I'm asking you is, are you okay with it? I don't give a fuck who.
I said I'm not okay with it.
You didn't say that. You said I didn't say that I was.
I didn't say I was okay with it, meaning I'm not okay with it.
I don't mean that. That just means you didn't give your opinion on something.
Okay, I'm not okay with it, but realistically, what am I going to do about it?
Not support Kanye, not buy his merch, not listen to his music.
I mean, I already don't do that, so.
I mean, but those are things that people that are having this conversation are like, these are the things we are either going to be in favor of doing and still supporting and being a part of, like, supporting Kanye regardless of what we see him doing in this realm. And I guess I don't have an issue with it because I'm not religious, so it doesn't affect me personally.
Yeah,
but I think it's fucked up
I'm not
to
religious.
play on religious people's beliefs and manipulate them because they could be getting or be looking for something wholly pure to themselves and trying to get it from Kanye because they feel that Kanye identifies with them in identity, race, ideology on a way that they might not be getting from somewhere else. And I think that's kind of fucked up to mislead those people. Yeah.
I mean, it is, but I don't know. I don't know what I'd actually have to say about it because, like I said, it's true in what you're saying, but like it doesn't. To me, it's the same thing. Like y'all do it, they do exactly the same thing. Yeah, you put a little bit of word in it to make it seem more, but realistically, you just spewing bullshit out the side of your mouth just to make some money.
But you disvalue the word.
What?
You disvalue the word. Like the word that they're giving doesn't have any value to you.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have value to the people that are in the mega churches, I guess.
No, what I'm saying is, no, I'm not talking about, yeah, I do disvalue the word, but when it comes to what they're actually preaching and what they're saying, like your sermon isn't really teaching a lesson that's valuable to those people. I've listened to the mega churches speak before. I used to like, there used to be nights that would be all this on TV and TV just playing because I used to be scared of the dark. So that's just what's on. And they just talk. Y'all not talking about no message that's outside of providing for what y'all are doing. Y'all not talking about no message. Yeah, you're using the word of God to get people to do what you want them to do within your mega church that funds you to keep y'all going. You're not doing anything different. You're just using the word of God, giving people the word because it's more secure and they can believe in that more than me just walking up to you and be like, hey, give me your money for this reason. Or, hey, you should do this for this reason. If I use God, then you're more likely to believe me than me just trying to do it myself. That's why mega churches exist the way they do.
I guess I kind of look at that as...
And no, there's no separation between someone doing a cult and doing that outside of using religion.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I can agree with that. I look at it like fair exchange, robbery, in a sense, where regardless of how self-serving what you're giving me is, I want it. With Kanye, I guess I look at it as I'm coming to you for something. You not providing that, but you giving me a t-shirt that you telling me I could buy. So it's the same money grabbing technique, but you not really offering me anything in exchange that I can even pretend is filling me up. I can't even pretend that I can pretend that the word from the mega church is giving me some type of substance. It may not have any real substantive value in my life, but I can at least like feel like that's giving me or filling me up.
But my thing is that has to be happening in some sense of the form, or the people wouldn't be rallying around fucking Kanye. Kanye wouldn't be able to keep going forward like this. I mean, yes, he's using his fandom,
but
I
at the
think
same
that
time,
like something has to keep it going. It's not just going to live forever off of his fandom. There has to be a belief for it to keep going in order for him to keep doing like the way he's doing it.
I think the belief is that it's Christian. And that's why I think that it keeps going, because I think that black people are really invested in the redemption of people through Christianity. And so as long as he continues to brand it as Christianity while still not providing any of the things that Christianity provides, he'll be allowed to do it because it feels Christian. And so that's what I think is the issue. It feels Christian, so no black person that's in a church is really going to be like, oh no, your journey's not real, or things like that. They are really trying to get you in there and be a part of that, and that's generally our downfall. It's like we place religion on such of a high pedestal that it can supersede any other rationality, especially for the black community. And I think that's because of like how you were saying, in slavery is what we were given. So I think that's why I think he can keep going. Fanfare brought them. The fact that they believe his Christianity is keeping them, and he has to do neither and just continue to sell and make a profit. I'm not going to give you the word. Fanfare doesn't bring the other people to the mega churches. It's their flashy and charismatic conversation of the word.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean shit for real to them, but at least you feel like you got something. You coming to Kanye for something, and then Kanye's like, no, there's no Christianity here for real. I'm not going to say anything. But I got this shirt that say Jesus is King, and you believe in Jesus being King. And so you going to buy the Jesus is King shirt.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like fuck Kanye. But other than that, I ain't got shit else to say.
I don't disagree with that either.
For pop culture.
Like, I'm right there with you. Fuck Kanye. Like, realistically, I ain't been paying attention to Kanye. So you bring this up, it's like, oh, so this what Kanye been up to this whole time? Because he kind of just like fed off the radar a little bit to me. He did. Like, he was doing a whole bunch of wild shit, and then that nigga just disappeared.
I mean, yeah, because so he was doing all this stuff with Trump, and then he started doing the Sunday services as like a rebranding technique. And then now it seems like this latest thing is he's trying to marry the Christian rebranding technique with the pro-Trump rhetoric. And so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to go going forward, but this is what he's been doing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's just interesting to me to watch other people make excuses for Kanye and not us. And that's why I just wanted to bring it up, because I didn't know if y'all had heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I saw T.I. say things about like being at one of the services and how one of the preachers there, they had already passed the collection plate around, but then the preacher came out and was like, I know that I can get at least $20,000 from the congregation, looking at him, Killer Mike, Tamika, Mallory, 2 Chainz, shit like that, talking about exactly. So it's like, what are y'all,
Right.
what's happening? Like, what's the real game here? Like, are we giving the word, or are we getting checks? Because if you getting checks, I respect you get to your bread. But just be honest about getting to the bread. Like, I ain't got no problem with people being all about their money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about my bread. That it is what it is. But if you gonna be that way, be that way. Don't be like, yeah, I'm about this money, but hey, let me talk to you about Jesus and the words of Jesus. You like this Bible? Don't this Bible look good? You want to buy this Bible?
That's not gonna work. You gotta make people feel good about giving you their money. Oh, here you go. Can't just be like, yeah, I just want it. Why should I give it to you? No, that's not gonna work. But no.
I mean, you don't have to be like, you should just give it to me. But if you're all about the money, you could be excellent in product. Kanye didn't do any Jesus fanfare when he was selling out Yeezys. So it's not like you have to make them feel good through Christianity or religion.
But he had to make them feel good a different way. He had to make them feel like this is the hottest shit out, and you gonna give me that $200, $300, $400 for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, you still have to make people feel. You have to do some level of marketing.
And people want to feel like I'm helping God, really, you know? I'm helping myself by helping Jesus. Whatever. Okay. You know, this is what they do. That's what they think. I give my money, and this is my responsibility because I agreed to this shit. Okay. So, yeah, I don't feel bad for motherfuckers that give their tips and stuff every year because you signed up for it.
Oh, no, I don't feel bad about that. It's just
how you take it, but that's how you take it. That's what makes you give me my money. It's like, Jesus, you know you're supposed to do this for Jesus, right?
Oh, yeah, no, that's, right. I'm all on board with that. It's just when you sit down on a collection plate, we all tithe and gave money to the church, and then celebrities walk in, and then you like, I know I can get the congregation to give me 20 bands. My nigga, you looking for money now, right, and it's real apparent that you're not even trying to marry it with the word. And like, the world is full of tricks and scams and everything like that. And I understand that completely. And so I'm not mad at you finessing people. Mm-hmm. The finesse is going to happen. I finessed. You finessed. Everybody finesses to get what they want and get where they want to go. That's just the way of life. But when I can see the finesse, I'm upset about it. That's not a good finesse.
You're not even trying.
So when you're not trying, I'm mad. And so that's why I have an issue. I see the finesse, so I'm upset about it. If you was doing a better job and I didn't see it, I wouldn't have shit to say. Right. But the fact that I see it in my face is like, what the fuck is this?
I think you're terrible at this.
Yeah.
Bringing fucking shame to the family,
so it's not
bro.
like I'm mad that you trying to get your dollars anywhere that you can, because I respect that, because that's what people are going to do. Mm-hmm. And people are going to manipulate and use and go about it that way.
Pretty much.
And if you doing it well enough not to be noticed and to be on the under, then realistically, I don't have shit to say because I don't know what the fuck is going on. And even if I have an inkling, I can't really see it. So I'm not tripping off of it. But if it's blatant in my face, I can't just keep walking into the fucking wall and be like, well, where this wall come from? No, that's wild to me. So that's just how I look at it. It's like, you not even finessing me without me seeing it. And I guess that's what my thing with you is like, at least the mega churches are trying to finesse, and it's like with a veiled glove. We give you the world.
Okay. See, to me, like the way I'm looking at it, well, it's a finesse regardless.
Yeah,
and
you finesse.
You're like, well, at least the mega church trying, and I'm like, oh, it's still a finesse. But they're trying to hide the finesse.
Yeah, like don't.
Okay, I see. I
you
see
can't
your point now.
Just take
like,
my shit out of my face.
Shit. I'm just gonna do it
and be like, nah, I didn't steal that from you, nigga. I saw you. I'm about to beat your ass because now I'm upset.
Gaslighting.
But if you over there had a whole conversation with me, I'm comfortable, and you snuck something off, and I ain't never see it, didn't know what happened. What are we talking about? I'm not. That's my bad. I was lacking, and you got me. But that's on me because I was lacking, and you got me. You just can't come in my face and just start taking shit and be like, nah, this is a jug. What?
Pocket check, nigga.
No. That's crazy. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. For me, it's like, you can't finesse me and me see it. Then I'm mad. Like, what are you doing?
They got a whole lot of that too.
Yeah, no, you can't hit me with a finesse that I can see.
I don't know if Kanye is doing this as a ploy to get back, but at the same time, I don't really care.
I like how you started to go into it. And you're like,
everybody just gonna be mad, but like, all right. I don't assign one black person to be in charge of all black people, and this is something that we just really just generally got a problem with. Well, no, I'm not going to say black people got a problem with it. People in general, humans have a problem with this. As soon as you don't assimilate, you're a fucking issue. You know what I'm saying? You the white blood cell that, I don't know how that works with blood cells, but the cells and the things. The cells that
the white blood cells about to beat up on.
Yep. It's just a human issue, and we keep pretending like we so open-minded, but as soon as everybody go right and somebody go left, it's a problem. I don't really care for Trump either way it goes, but every time this dude wants to stand up and say something about what he believes in, it's a fucking issue. Or anybody, it could be anything. As soon as somebody go left, like, being an innovator sucks ass. And I'm not saying that he's the most innovative person, but not following the crowd sucks. And this is why I could understand, like, if he is trying to find Jesus or pander to a certain crowd, because that shit realistically sucks. Like, damn, you can't say shit. You can't disagree. You better not disagree. Don't fucking disagree with my ass, because you about to get
I disagree.
roasted.
I think you should be intelligent.
I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that, like, yes, like, being an innovative person, it does suck because you're that person going against the grain.
Yeah, and everybody
going against the grain naturally gets you enemies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the way you go against the grain sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you.
I'm just saying.
It. Like, sometimes you just be it, you know. And
what do you mean?
Sometimes, like, I'm not saying I'm the most go with the flow type person. Like, I'm definitely not the coolest bitch in the streets, like, by any fucking means. But I've always been like this, and because I've always been like this, and I understood, like, who I was as a person didn't necessarily fit in with my black counterparts, I had to shut, like, a lot of myself down. Like, I isolated myself quite a bit. I didn't go to church or anything like that, but just because I was who I was, like, niggas did not vibe with that shit. Like, you was either weird or you was white, and that felt like a big slap in the fucking face. So
I can understand.
I mean, I get that, because I guess, like, I feel like I had very nerdy, which would be classified when we were younger back in the day as white interests. Right. Like, I want to play card games and play Magic, and
niggas in the hood don't vibe with that shit at all.
Or watch anime.
Yeah, like, niggas in the hood, like, you weird. Like, but my music taste alone separated me from every fucking thing. So I understand, like, even if you have, like, humans in general, if you just different, they just don't like it. And when I learned that at a super young age,
because you get comfortable.
Yeah, like, when I learned at a super young age, I isolated myself, and I was really bad on myself because I was already kind of like a shy person. But even to like shut my ass out from the world
I didn't
is even worse.
Myself. I just adapted and kept it moving.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm not saying like it's a right or wrong issue.
No, I'm just saying that.
But my response was, nature, if I just can't be myself, then I'm just not gonna do it at all. That was my response.
No, I'm still gonna do it. We just not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess mine was like a half and half. Was like, I'ma still do it, but I guess probably with me moving around so much, it gave me a different perspective on like interacting with people. I always kind of viewed certain groups of people are for certain things, and so it never really made me feel stifled that me and you can engage on this level about these things.
Right.
And so I guess that gave me an appreciation for meeting people where they're at, which not a lot of black people do, and they're like, no, you got to be following this way. But I guess I was good at navigating. Like, I knew Marcus was into the same weirdo shit I was into, quote unquote, which is just now all the pop culture, comics, anime, which everybody's into now.
Yeah, we got a fucking time now.
Yeah, so
it's weird as
everything
shit.
just moves cyclical.
I still don't want to go back to school. Whatever.
Exactly, no. But so it was like I found him, but then I also had my friends that weren't into that shit at all, and we didn't engage in that. And we listened to more rap music, but I listened to rock, rap. I listened to everything. But I guess me moving so much taught me not to be so stuck in what I thought I wanted to do.
No, you know what's real funny about that? Now that you're talking about this, made me think back. Like back in the day, like I had groups of friends like that. Like my freshman year, I was with nothing but niggas, so we always kick it. We always be around it. You go kick it on nigga porch, smoking, shit like that. I ain't smoked back then. I smoked miles back then. I ain't like smoke weed back then though. They be smoking this shit like that, doing all that damn thing. But then right on the other half of that street would be my other group of friends, because that's where Carl lived.
Okay.
You know what that whole scene is like. So it'd be like niggas on one side, Carl on the other side. And that'd be like the dynamics. And it's like when I'm down here doing shit with them, I do what I do with them. They know what I do. They know I do this. They know I do that. But when I'm down here with y'all, I'm with y'all. We ain't talking about it because don't nobody fuck with that shit. So what am I bringing it up for? I'm not going to walk up on this group of niggas who's sitting here smoking weed, talking about boxing and shit like, oh, you see that new Yu-Gi-Oh card that came out the other week?
Nigga, what?
You got to know how to like navigate situations, and like it doesn't make sense. Like if I don't got nothing to talk to y'all about,
but I get an introvert person, or not even an introvert, because I'm probably pretty introverted. But I get a shy person, not necessarily knowing that, because I don't think that if I hadn't have moved around, I don't think I would have navigated as well.
That's what I learned. It was a skill. Like I definitely learned later in life, but the main point was, if people keep preaching tolerance and all this shit, and
we don't have tolerance. Like, no, that's
that's what this is a clearly good defined reason. Like, I don't know what Kanye's motivation is, whether he's really genuine about how he feels about his religion or not, but just the fact that a motherfucker just can't say anything different is always like, I'm always gonna be like, well, what does it matter? Like, I thought you was so open-minded and so this and so that. Well, and honestly, I don't know if black people play for shows, because remember when Wayne was talking about, like, look, when I look out in the crowd, I'm not seeing niggas, I'm seeing white folks.
I mean, I don't think that's fair to say, do black people pay for shows? Can black people afford to go to shows? Is probably
can white people do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so self-defeated. Is the white people got more money than you?
Not more money than me, but if we're going to talk about a general spectrum, then we have to be realistic. And I wholly get not saying black people are a monolith, because we aren't, and I like completely different things.
Nah.
But there are certain things that are generally true for the broad spectrum of the self-identifying groups. Like, white people have historically been in a better and more advantageous position than black people. And then generally, where our rap music comes from is from our poorest, our most dilapidated communities and things of that nature. So if all their fans from that community are still their fans and rock with them, they don't necessarily have the same income and resources as your new fans from the suburbs, white or black, because there's black suburb kids going to the shows. They got the money to go. They're showing up. But in proportion to how many people are there in the suburbs that are black versus how many that are white, and how many can afford to do this, it's just slightly disproportionate. So I don't think that is a black versus white thing. I think that it's just a numbers thing. And so they can just realistically, honestly afford to go more. When I started going to shows, I can say when it was me and my mom and she was taking care of her brother's 2 kids, she didn't have the just disposable income to spend $100 for me to go see a concert. Like, money was spoken for. But once we left and moved to a different area and the situation changed, then yeah, I could get the money for concerts. I can go to shows and shit like that. So it's not necessarily a black and white thing. I just think it's about your situation, because there's definitely poor white people that can't go to shows either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that just percentage wise, there's a higher number of poor white people, but there's a lower percentage. And so since, yeah, your show's going to look white because they can afford to buy your tickets, and Wayne, who's been rich since he's 16, is probably only seen white people. And if you're 16, you probably don't necessarily understand how that works and why there's only white people at your show and no niggas.
Yeah.
Because you're not really thinking about, well, if I wasn't doing this, could I afford a ticket? Because that's how I look at it. Like, when I was that age, could I really afford to just go out and do these things?
Mm.
And I didn't come from, like, a poor family by any stretch of the imagination. But there definitely were harder times than others. And so I can understand how people in those situations know they can't afford to go see the show, but then so your show is going to look more white.
My family was real good at hiding their poor. And what I mean by that is I didn't realize that I grew up in a poor family until I was about 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I started thinking back to my childhood. I'm like, damn, think about all the people that I grew up around, all the stuff they had and all the things that was going on. Like, damn, we was poor for real. I never realized that shit. It never crossed my mind because it didn't seem like it, though. Like, we didn't have money, but my experiences didn't reflect that. So, yeah, like, we didn't never do shit, though. All my experience was like, we're going to go do this, we're going to do that. That's why I love fishing so much, because I'd always go fishing. It was the thing to do. Yeah.
I feel like if we spend like $1 billion on whatever the statistics is on hair and shoes, how could we call ourselves less advantaged?
Because
that doesn't make sense to me.
You say that we, as in the adults. So the adults aren't the ones that want to go see the concert. And when they do, they do. It's the teenage kids that want to go, that aren't spending the $1 billion, but their mothers that are not prioritizing, or their fathers that are like, yeah, I got 2 kids, but I'm about to go get these new J's, this new bomber jacket, or shit, I ain't got no kids, but I'm about to go get these new J's, this new bomber jacket, and refresh and stunt. So I don't think that what the adults do really necessarily reflects in like the 14 to 18-year-old demographic, because it's usually the 14 to 18-year-olds that are dying to go to your concerts, probably maybe up to 21, and then you started getting really selective about the artists that you really fuck with. But before then, you're trying to go to all the shows, the summer jams. You want to be a part of the experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But if your mother is like, nah, I just got my hair done and I just bought my shoes, yeah, the money is spent. So she had the money, but she's not spending it on you to go see a concert.
Oh,
and now maybe that's a issue inside of parenting and what we think we should value over, like, maybe not value materialistic shit over, like, creating experiences and memories with, like, that are going to be longer lasting. But I don't think you can hold the kids accountable for that, because we do definitely waste money. So I get what you're saying at that point. Like, I don't think that we can't say that, oh, we are disadvantaged, and then also be like, but we control this much money in the market. But what we can say is the reason that we control this much money in the market is because we haven't been conditioned or have a real understanding of saving and not putting that much money out into the market. Because we put a vast majority of what we do bring in back into the market.
Definitely. We definitely do that.
And so that's why we have so much out there, is because we're putting most of our income back out there. And if we stop doing that, yeah, we'd have less influence, but we'd probably have more money in our bank accounts. But I don't think that what Kanye's doing is like a black or white thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think he's misleading black people. I think black people are forgiving him and are giving him a platform to continue this. But I think he's speaking to all people. I just think that what he's saying lacks a certain level of intelligence and nuance, and that's why it's dangerous. I don't give a fuck if you support Trump, if you can articulately tell me why you support Trump. But when you can't articulate it and you tell me that, well, the Republicans freed the slaves, those two things aren't connected, and the fact that you're trying to connect them insults my intelligence, and that's what I have an issue with. Speak to me like a equal and on an intelligent level. Let's have a good conversation. Let's go back and forth. And if that's who you support, that's who you support. I really don't give a fuck, honestly. Like, it's not going to change how I feel about you as a person. But if you can't even articulate that, but you still want to broadcast a message, now I look at you like you dumb and a puppet. And those are two things I can't rock with. I don't like stupid people, and I don't like people who don't have their own, like, real opinions. If you just parroting shit because you don't read, and that's what you told me.
Right.
So I don't know, where did you get this information from, Kanye? Who is telling you the things to say? Because you don't read, you're not doing any empirical evidence and going to find out shit for yourself. So you just feeling and saying shit. That's cool, but these facts that you're spewing came from somewhere. So they came from a person. So the person is giving you the facts that they want you to have.
I've been on that side of the spectrum when I was, like I said, when I was Instagram hotepping for that short time that I did it. Everybody would just champion what other meme I would post, and it was really not founded on anything. I didn't even do no type of research or shit. It was just like, oh, I'm angry, and it was definitely a lot of misplaced anger. So, like you said, he could definitely be doing that shit, but you see more positive when it's definitely more like, yeah, we agree with you being mad about our injustices and shit like that, rather than him saying like, well, damn, you know, this is the other side. Oh, right. Well, you just a sellout.
I mean, that's been Kanye's problem throughout this whole thing since it all started.
I mean, I would say that Kanye probably hears that he's a sellout, but he probably doesn't really feel it.
Yeah.
Because niggas are louder on Twitter than they really act in real life. Niggas are still buying his shoes because they want to be in the freshest Yeezys. They still streaming his songs because
like nothing's really changed. Like, this nigga ain't really hurting. So I don't get like how. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm just like, cancel culture and you motherfuckers outraged. Like, none of his life has changed other than like motherfuckers is angry. Okay, be angry on Twitter. The fuck? That never changed. That affects nothing of what.
But see, I don't even think that people are really angry on Twitter. I think people, just like how when you were putting out Hotep memes and shit like that, and there were people be retweeting them, I don't think that everybody that was retweeting them necessarily felt the same way, but I think that people like to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And so when you're a part of a bigger collective, it feels good. Like, oh, yeah, we all are on this. So I think people just like to be on the Kanye hate wave. And so that's why I think that there's the dichotomy where they're, on Twitter, fuck Kanye, but I'm going to go buy his shoes, his merch, all of this other shit. Because you don't really hate Kanye. You just like to be a part of the conversation.
Pretty much.
And so I don't think that, for me, it's not even about like Kanye sacrificing or losing anything, because I don't really care what happens to this man one way or the other. I just think that it's interesting just like watching how it seems like you finessing and it seems like you not even trying to hide it and niggas are falling for it, and it's just like, I don't understand. And I guess that's what I'm more confused by. It's like, y'all are going through the greatest of lengths to try and excuse Kanye's finesse when Kanye's not even trying to excuse his finesse. And that's what's weird to me. It's like, everybody else got like,
that's why the finesse is so good.
Like Remy Ma seemed like she had like she was trying to.
Everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, T.I. seemed like he was trying to defend it. Remy Ma seemed like she's like, everybody seems like, yeah, we know he a little out there, but it's Kanye and all that. It's like, y'all keep trying to say it's Kanye and defend it, and that's weird to me. It's like, y'all see the finesse too, and y'all know that we see it, but y'all gonna do what he doing and insult my intelligence like I'm dumb and be like, nah, it's this when it ain't. That's cool. So when Kanye tell me that's what it is, then maybe I'll start listening. But Kanye ain't said none of the shit that y'all said. So y'all can go somewhere with that. It's, I guess that's what my issue is. Like, everybody try to finesse me, and I see it all, and I just don't understand why I keep trying to do it.
You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, like, you think I'm dumb? Like, I'm not here with this.
I don't know.
Probably.
But a lot of people are dumb, so I mean, I understand. I don't give a fuck. It's just like, when I see it, it's like, I just fast forwarded now. It's like, I can't listen to this because what you going to say is shit that's going to be like, well, if you're dumb, you going to fall for this.
I definitely say I was just real convenient. It's like, oh, I love Jesus now. Do you,
Kanye? Yeah, that's good job. You know, everybody do.
I can see how it is, but you know, that's that man's journey, good or bad.
Yeah, that's on him.
Exactly.
I just hope people would stop putting it in my face.
Yeah, because it's just like I said, they want you to argue about something. Don't matter really if it's good or bad. If you indifferent and don't give a fuck, that's the sweet spot.
Right.
Because they can't control your emotions either way. If you emotionally controlled by either if you were on the right or the left, you have failed miserably.
Like, I don't listen to Kanye talk because I don't think he has anything intelligent to say anymore. I don't listen to Kanye's music because the last couple albums he put out haven't been amazing.
I'd rather be
When's the last time y'all listened to Kids See Ghosts? Exactly. When's the last time y'all listened to Ye? Oh, cool.
I never did.
Yeah. Those are the last two albums he put out. The one with him and Kid Cudi, everyone was raving about. Oh, this is amazing. Don't nobody say shit about it. Ain't no slap off of it. None of that. What? Cool. Shit just was like a fart under the covers. You just hope that shit don't creep back up. You just leave the covers down, don't talk about it, just eventually go away.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how they treat his music.
Kanye was the one that rolled up. So
yeah,
that nigga here,
he's a fart that just whoop. I'm coming back with some more music, and I'm like, your last ones weren't good. So I don't want that. Like, I think the last one that I kind of liked was, what was that? Where he had ultralight beams. The Life of Pablo. Mm-hmm. And even that wasn't super amazing. It was just like Ultralight Beams was really good. The shit with Panda was really good. And he had maybe like 6 joints on the 12 to 13 that were like cool.
I only remember Ultralight Beam.
Oh, I don't remember anything else. And that's another thing that's sad for me. Like, I remember like when we talk about 808s and Heartbreaks, I remember damn near all of that. When we talk about fucking My Dark Twisted Family,
I remember all of that.
I remember Monster. I remember fucking you having Kevin, Chris Rock doing this skit. Like, I remember all of that. Like, that was a great album. I even fucking remember Yeezus. Is that what it's called? No. Yeezus? Yeah.
Yeah.
I even remember Yeezus. And I didn't like Yeezus so much, but I understood that it was like a grunge attempt. And it was cool. Like, I found my little gems. Like, Blood on the Leaves is my shit. Black Skinheads. So there were some bangers on there. And I understood where he was going artistically. This new shit is nah. So I don't get it. Has nothing to do about with Kanye being Jesus that I'm not listening to him. That's why I don't listen to him speak, because I don't think he has anything intelligent to say. The reason I don't listen to his music because I don't think it's good.
That's true. I've never been like, you know what, Kanye really got it. Never on anything he's ever said I've been like, you know what, that was really articulate and well spoken. Kanye.
Yeah. And so the older I get,
facts. I've never said that.
Yeah, like what have you ever been like?
The less I'd be like,
Kanye,
you know,
that was real deep, motherfucker.
Kanye don't seem super articulate. And
yeah, he's
really
just not
like
articulate.
He just
it
like
just be
out the mouth and like. And I get that because I'm pretty off the cuff and I don't necessarily hold back before I like start giving out an opinion. But I feel like I do a well enough job of measuring my words that even if I misspeak, it shows that there is a level of understanding behind what I said. This nigga just be saying whatever and it's just like, bruh, what are you talking about?
He's that's that Kanye speech, man.
Yeah, you're right. And so since I don't want that, I don't need that.
It's a no.
That's a no for me, though.
Yay language, you just don't get it.
I was at a concert when he was on the little flying thing and got a Kanye rant.
That happens.
I know.
It was for all the Kanye. Look, the Kanye rants for all the Kanye fans, right? This is how all this shit got started. You see, he's doing everything he's doing.
One where he was talking about tell Jay-Z don't kill me when he was on the flying thing and shit like that. I was at that concert.
Yeah.
I don't need. That's when I was like, I didn't need this. I didn't need the Kanye rant.
He's just talking to Kanye people, I'm telling you.
I don't even know why I'm here at this
all the people
concert.
that follow him don't understand.
It was because everybody kept saying that the magic carpet thing was super amazing. I was like, I have to see it. So I went to see him stand on this floating thing and be above people. And it wasn't. It was just that he just stood on this little cloud shaped thing and danced in a square. on it because he only had a certain amount of space. And so I was like, well, this wasn't necessarily as amazing as I thought it was. The Travis Scott Eagle thing, that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this concert, he had like this giant eagle that flew around the whole like arena.
Nice.
And so that was cool. And then like Drake did something where like part of his stage lifted up so he could walk out and be close to the people at the higher spots of the arena. And I was like, oh, that's cool too.
Like concerts. Sorry.
That was so random.
I just think about that. Like, I don't like giving my money to go hear you. I don't like live music for the most part. There's only 2 live albums that I like, and one of them is a Talking Heads album, and the other one I can't remember. But I don't really like when people perform live music, and I don't like the concept of me like yelling up at you and stuff like that. Like, I went to see Tyler the Creator because my friend was like, "Hey, come with me." And I was like, you know what? Why not? But generally, I'm not very enthusiastic about going to see people and perform.
I mean, I don't think that when you go, you got to be like screaming and things like that, because that's definitely not who Tony is. Like, I just told you all a whole story about how I got to ad-lib during sex. Mm-hmm. So you know that if I'm ad-libbing during sex, I'm definitely not making a whole lot of noise.
I don't like standing and shit. Singing. And like when I go to clubs, I usually leave. Like I'm that person that's like, where'd Ashley go? Oh, there she is. Why was you gone for so long? Because I don't like being in here crowded with you drunk motherfuckers for real.
Well, see, no, I wouldn't necessarily like. I'm not unless I'm like really fucking with the artist. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna go to your club shows. Like if you're a newer artist and it's a smaller show,
yeah.
Like I'd go to Sir and see him at like the House of Blues or something like that. Oh, okay. But even there, you're gonna be able to sit down. It's a different vibe. But I'll go see Maxo at like the Grog where everybody's gonna be standing. It's gonna be jumping. It's gonna be rowdy. Because I fuck with you and I fuck with the come up and I want to see like.
Oh, he's supposed to be here on Halloween, ain't he?
Yeah, I'm going to see him. Maxo Cream.
He going to Grog.
What?
Yeah.
On the 31st?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I ain't paid that day. I'm going out.
Yeah, I'm going
to see Maxo.
Yeah, and so it's like I would go see them because I want to see Maxo perform now and see how he is, and then I probably want to go see him later and see how he performs because I got to see that with Kendrick and just to see like the evolution of when I saw him before Good Kid, Mad City had dropped or like right when it dropped. I saw him for my birthday. And no, it was literally like right after it dropped. It was 2012 or 2011, something like that. I don't know. I saw him for my birthday, and he was out here. But it was like he didn't even like do a whole show by himself. It was him. It was all of TDE, and I think I paid like $40 for the ticket. So you know it's very early on when you get to see all this. I saw Schoolboy, J-Rock, I saw everybody. I saw Kidding. I saw helly niggas for the 40.
40.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't nobody yet.
Yeah, they was nobody for real. And then to fly out to see him in fucking the Staples Center in Los Angeles on his damn tour and to see that bitch sold out and everybody know his songs. Mm-hmm. It's just, I like that type of transformation. Like, you were here where just like the certain niggas knew about you and was fucking with you and wanted to be here, and you've elevated that and not really like changed. Like, I'm not gonna go see you if I feel like you become a whacker artist though, and I don't feel like that's happened with him. I feel like he just kept becoming better. And so seeing that and just seeing him in like what I feel is like probably close to his final form for like musicianship, I was like, oh, this is hard.
This nigga's final form.
Cause realistically, what he's done 4 albums, each one has been different. Mm-hmm. Where is he going really next after this? That I don't really have too many more expectations for him.
Sure.
Like, even if you give me a whack album next time, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Like, you've given me 4 bangers in a row. I'ma hold this one against you? That don't make no sense. So you could do that, and that's not gonna really change nothing. Like, so at this point, I can't really see too much of where all you could do really is go 5 for 5, and then I just ain't got shit else to say.
You got
this nigga do whatever he wanted to. I'm done. Every album he shit. Only other nigga to get close to that was Kanye in the 3 Graduation, Late Registration, and College Dropout, which are touted as like his 3 best. You can mix the order, but those are usually his classics. But they all sound completely different. Kendrick hit you with 4. if he hits me with this fifth one, because I count for Kendrick, I go Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Down. And I don't think he's missed on any of those. But even if you don't want to count Section 80, because they're like, oh, it's a mixtape, he sold it, but whatever, we don't have to count it. That's fine, because I feel like if you sell it, it's an album. But whatever, let's not count it. So he's done 3 for 3, so he's pulled the Kanye already. If he hits me with another one, he's surpassed Kanye, and they've all been immaculate. What am I gonna say to you? Everything you put out is you got it, bro. Do what you doing. You chilling. You having a great time with this. I don't really have too many more expectations from you. I'd love to see you in a rap battle, like out in the open one. Y'all trading diss tracks back and forth. But other than that, it don't seem like nobody want that with you. You call Big Sean a bitch all over your single.
Yeah.
Drake seemed like he ran from the smoke.
Yeah, you let that shit go.
Yeah. And no one else seemed like they really wanted with you. Like, I can't see no one. The only person that we thought might have happened was him and Drake, because they had that little tension, especially when Control came out, because Drake is light-skinned and felt away. And the other nigga that felt away was Big Sean, because no one talks about his verse on his album. And if you not gonna diss him outright and say his name, then because he said, call Candyman's name, and y'all gonna see what it is. So he's put it out there and let it be known. Y'all can say my name, and we can go to war. So I respect that. He issued a challenge. Ain't nobody picked it up. I'm not gonna be mad at him for not just going out and randomly dissing niggas. Y'all the ones with the issue, not him.
All right.
I mean, because, like, that's me. Like, I'll be giving, like, I'll shit on a nigga or not give a fuck about a nigga. But I'm also not about to go, like, start shit with you, because you got an issue with me. Like, you don't like me for real. I honestly don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
So since I don't care about you, you can start with me if you want, and then we can take it there. But other than that, I'm going to continue doing what I was doing before you popped up in my face. Yeah. Talk about what you mean on Control. I meant what I said. So if you have an issue, we could talk about it, or you could reply in a song, and then we could see how that goes. And it didn't seem like anybody wanted to reply in a song. So we saw how that went, and now we're here. That's it. Yeah. I don't know how we got on Kendrick.
We're talking about live concerts and shit.
Yeah, because I like going to see that. Then you were talking about how you don't like going to see him. But yeah, I didn't scream for Kendrick either. I stood there and watched. I was like, this is amazing. Like, no, I had chairs.
Sitting there too. I'm going to get bored. Like, all right.
Grab your phone.
No, I couldn't stay there. I'll do it.
But no, see, I go with like...
few. Like, I might still go see Death Grips because they pretty live. Like, I'll pay to go see them.
But I like going to concerts with people. Like,
yeah,
especially like if I vibe with you musically and shit like that. I'm gonna go with you. We gonna have a good time because I'm also feeding off your energy, so we enjoying it. And so it's not necessarily, oh, I'm spazzing because this nigga is in front of me performing all the songs I've already heard. But no, I'm having a good time. I'm here. I'm probably drinking a little bit, smoking a little bit. I'm feeling good. Usually I go to concerts with women, so I'm with my lady. I'm having a nice little dancey dance. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is like going to the club without going to the club. It ain't niggas stepping on your shoes. It's all the music I want to hear. I know I'm going to get some cutty at the end of the night. I'm rubbed up on some booty. Yeah, it's a whole vibe. But maybe if you're going by yourself, I could probably see how that's boring.
No, the ones that I've been with other people.
But you went with, like, your friends, your lady friends.
Yeah.
That don't sound like you gonna have a whole vibe. Y'all not gonna get no cutty. Y'all not tipsy. You ain't getting no booty rubs. Like, that don't sound like a whole vibe. That sound like y'all stood there and watched the concert.
Nah.
Yeah, I had a whole lot of extracurriculars. Like, I made out a little bit. I'm gonna pull you over here. We might sit down and lean on each other for a while because we just feeling like this is the chill, low part of the show. So we ain't really got to stand up and be in it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I turned it into a whole like little situation.
Clearly.
Yeah, like
experience.
Yeah, like no. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Like, unless I'm at like in a mosh pit, then I'm having a great time because like I like to be in the mosh pit.
That's what I want to participate in. Like, it got to be an activity, or I'm gonna lose interest super fast. Like, I don't care. Oh, you singing?
But you don't like standing in the room only. So, do you like standing room only clubs?
Not. I just don't like live clubs.
Okay, because I was gonna say because that's how you get the marshy atmosphere. But you I don't like that either. So I was
very seldom. I'm just like, yes, I'll give you my money to see you perform live. Very, very, very seldom.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Very seldom.
I'll pay to go see you live. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I might not pay for your album, but I'll pay to go see you live. Especially if I fuck with you. I've seen Tyler live. The Weeknd. I've seen a pretty decent amount of people.
Then would I go pay to see The Weeknd?
I was disappointed. So let me explain. I didn't pay to see The Weeknd.
Okay.
Black was a brand new artist, but he wasn't doing his own tour. He was only opening for The Weeknd.
Oh.
So I paid to go see Black.
Okay.
And The Weeknd just happened to be the main person there. But I was pretty done after he opened, and then I was like, well, and then halfway through the Weeknd set, I left because I didn't care about him. He was doing the album I didn't care about too at the time. I was like, this is old new Weeknd, poppy Weeknd that ain't on drugs and ain't got no hair. You need one or the other because this music ain't hitting. Hairless, drugless Weeknd is not for me.
All right.
But we can go into Ash's conversation because we definitely 2 hours in. That's crazy. How we get here?
How did you get here?
Yeah, how my segment get us to 2 hours? This is wild.
Leader.
Why didn't y'all cut me off?
An hour.
Why didn't y'all cut me off?
You got it. It's my homie's words over here. You got it.
Y'all supposed to be the support cast.
It was a whole 47 goddamn minutes I was talking about science. I don't even know what the fuck we was talking about.
But go ahead.
You only have 4 topics. How we get 47 minutes out of it?
10 minutes a topic.
So today, I read this Facebook post. So I've been contemplating this term, good pussy, and I need to get to the bottom of it. God damn it. So this chick, I don't know who she is. Whatever. She said a Facebook friend posted, "If your pussy's so good, name something that it made a man do." And oh my God, the comments, nothing but toxicity. Some examples were he busted tires, stalked, harassed her at the job, tried to shoot her, held her hostage, damaged property, etc. So I want to know who created the stereotype that a man doing toxic shit is equivalent to you having good vagina. A man stuck his penis in you and nothing but negativity manifested, and you're bragging about it. How come pussy never made a man faithful, marry you, invest in you, build a home or life with you? How come your vagina never manifested anything positive?
But that's just like good dick. Good dick. Yeah. Make bitches act crazy, call you, stalk you. But good dick can make a chick listen too. But they're not going to talk about that part. But realistically, if they talk about all their decisions, they're good dick made me make bad life decisions. So yeah, good dick ain't giving no good things. It ain't giving you no, well, it might get you commitment, but commitment by a crazy chick. She digmatized.
Right. It's only because it seems like that you always talk about the bad, you'll never talk about the good.
But I also think that it's because that there are no good stories about crazy men.
Right.
I would say all the people that they say got good pussy or got good dick just ain't up to no good.
No, not even that. It's just I really think that there are no good stories about crazy men.
What do you mean good stories about crazy men?
You know how she was crazy, my girl crazy. She be spazzing and flipping out and always thinking I'm with other bitches and shit like that. That's funny. She just be tripping. That's a funny crazy story that you can tell your friends. It ain't got no real negative ending. She just be at the house I look at her right now calling me. Let me put it on speakerphone.
I'm playing fucking Pokemon with you.
What you talking about?
What bitch am I fucking?
What's going on? Where you at? Playing Pokemon. Really? Marcus, will you tell her we're here playing Pokemon? Oh, so you and Marcus are just with bitches. Oh, so you crazy. So we acting crazy today?
So we got bitches here playing Pokemon with us, huh? That's what
so if your dumb ass wanted to play Pokemon, then we be playing Pokemon with you too. You said you ain't want to learn. So it's just me and him playing Pokemon.
Could have came play Pokemon.
Yeah, you could have
with
came.
us.
I told you. You was like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. So I invited you. You tell me no, and then now I got the bitches. How that make sense?
You went and found some bitches to play Pokemon.
But that's crazy shit. That's the type of crazy shit that a chick could do.
Right.
That shit don't make no fucking sense. What are you talking about? Like, all this shit don't make no sense. I told you where I was going. I invited you. And then when I get there, because you don't want to go, because you think that shit is boring, now I'm with bitches. Bitch, you could have came and saw that there ain't no bitches. But you wanted to be at the house.
We are bitchless. God
thinking
damn.
that there's bitches here. That's crazy.
There is a negative amount of bitches in this room.
A crazy nigga?
Yeah, I see what you're
It's
saying.
gonna
now.
pop up at your
That's-
house.
Yeah, crazy niggas. That's different.
Yeah.
Now I see what you mean.
Because niggas aren't playing with you.
But see, that's the thing. I think it's more or less because when it comes to guys, it's like it's you fucking with my possession. It's a my thing. Like women don't look at it that way. It's a guy. It's like, oh, that's mine. And now I have the right to do this. I have the right to do that. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that because
That's mine.
that's mine. What you think? What you think you're doing? I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm walking your house. And you
That's
go,
you
what you
mine.
doing here? What you talking about?
What are you doing? You ain't answered the phone. I've been
Right.
calling you all week. Where the fuck you been?
Right.
And
See,
now the
that-
conversation isn't why am I in your house? It's where the fuck you been while you ain't
Right.
even answering my calls? Because
And that's the
realistically,
conversation we having now.
you're mine, and I don't understand why you think that you can't answer a question. I'll pop where the fuck I want to because you mine. Yeah.
It's a possession thing. That's why I think that's a real big difference in it.
So, let me get this straight. Let's say you do have some immaculate grade A. When does it become yours? Like, I get like all the niggas a hit and they
Oh
don't
no,
make
good
you
pussy
yours.
don't make you do any of this.
No, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's no.
It's just crazy niggas and women equating that to them having good pussy.
Yeah.
Ah.
Chicks with good pussy is good pussy don't really make you do nothing.
Okay.
Good dick could make a chick do things that aren't like good dick could make a chick fuck with a nigga that ain't good for her. Good pussy ain't really gonna do that. I'm not fucking with you if you're not good with me because of your pussy. It's because you're convenient. It has nothing to do with your vagina. You may not be the most positive influence, but you are probably a pretty convenient influence while I'm doing these things that I want to be doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
You don't
this
bother
works
me.
out. You don't bother me. Yeah, you got good
Real life,
pussy
that's
and
exactly
you
what
don't
it is.
bother me.
It's like what I'm doing in my life right now, you don't bother me.
Yeah, and you got good pussy, so that's cool. But I didn't make the decision because you had good pussy.
Haha.
I made it
that
because you
wasn't
don't
it.
bother me. But women would be like, will get mad at you and then you'll dick them down. And then they whole attitude change. They feel a whole new way about you. Y'all be laid up together. She be on your chest. She be feeling all in her emotions. You be kissing her forehead. And now shit is cool because he just gave you some good dick. You done had a good
Made me
orgasm.
feel good.
Yeah, it can't
Famous.
be because a nigga that don't have good dick, he gonna fuck you and then you're not gonna be satisfied, and that's gonna lead to more anger.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga with good dick, now you're satisfied and you feeling a different way. Know what niggas' favorite saying is? Ain't nothing better than pussy, but new pussy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason that good pussy don't hold us, cause we're always curious about what the new pussy gonna be like.
Mm-hmm. Niggas is curious. Like, huh?
That new pussy could be fire.
Right.
And I know what
Trash
this
though,
pussy is
too.
like, so regardless of what it's hitting for, I know what it's like.
Whatever
that
it
pussy is better.
It ain't this though.
Because I don't know what that is. I'm about to go get
That's
that.
what it is though.
I
It's
know
like
you about friend
it, like,
explained
it
it
could
to
be
me.
good, but it could be bad too. But whatever it is, it ain't what I'm hitting right now.
Yeah, I already know what
I'm
this
hitting
is.
Right
My
now.
friend explained it. He used fruit. He was like, "You could have the best motherfucking apples right here on this island, but it's grapes on that bitch."
Yeah.
And I need you to find out what them grapes is hitting for.
Yeah.
I don't know if them grapes is better than this apples.
I don't know, but I'm gonna
But I'm gonna
find
find
the fuck
out.
out.
Yeah,
They
that
might
is-
not be. I might
They
be
might
back
not.
to these apples.
Yeah, but
might
I'm
not.
gonna go
Right now, I
find
don't know
out.
what them grapes
That's
is
what
like.
I understood. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
I could vibe
And
with
so, good pussy don't really matter because new pussy is the thing that's attracting to us.
that. Thank you, because that
Yeah.
was
'Cause I was
very
like-
perplexing for a while.
No, it's
Like,
definitely crazy niggas that are doing all those things that they're talking about.
good, because the niggas in the comments was like, "What? Never have I." And I'm like, "You old proper ass niggas, fuck you."
Yeah, never. No, because that's what crazy
But
niggas
now
are
I
doing.
understand what they were saying.
Because, like, I'm possessive,
Mm-hmm.
but only to the point of your acceptance. Like, my favorite thing to say is, like, you belong to me as long as you want to. Because that's realistically what it is. As long as you want to be mine, realistically, that's how I'm going to view you. But as soon as you start to show otherwise and you want to do other things and go other places, that's cool. You doing that, and I'm going to continue to go over this way and be doing this. Because clearly you showing you're not mine no more. But the niggas that don't have that cognizant dissonance that is like, oh, I said you was mine, and regardless of how you feel about the situation, you mine. That's not how people work. And you sound crazy, sir, and like a stalker. Wait, you are a stalker. Get away from her. But yeah, so that's what I think that is. I think that's niggas not having like, a level of boundary. They're like, their possessiveness takes over regardless of like, you no longer have an opinion.
It's like, that's mine. How dare you let somebody else?
Yeah, like, how dare you think that you...
You fuck that nigga? That's where that comes from. It's like, you let that nigga...
That shit is strange to me. Yeah, like, after nigga said, I'm like, what the fuck? I never, like, attributed to, like, me just having some bomb cooch. I was just like, why do you care to ask me? I remember a guy kept asking me, like, who over there fucking with my pussy? Me, nigga? The fuck? You would have asked a different question, you'd have got a different answer. But since you said who, I'm going to say the first person in line. But if you would have said which nigga, I'd have told you something different. But I just never understood that whole concept. Like, why are you like this? I don't like it.
Why are you like this?
Yeah, nah,
don't
I don't.
ask me that doofy ass shit.
But that's
I'm going to look at you weird, like.
So for me, like, I don't present any level of possessiveness until I recognize that women are possessive. Because women are subtly possessive. Like, you'll be talking to a woman and y'all won't be together or anything like that. And she'll be doing her thing, you be doing your thing. And then you'll notice that y'all still doing y'all thing, but she asks you different questions now. Like, you be like, yeah, I'm about to go do this. And it's not oh, that's cool, have fun. It's who you going to do that with? Because they know that you also out here with other women. And so that makes them feel a certain way now.
That's when everything changed. Like,
yeah. But that's how women
I hate that shit.
Identify their
I hate
possessiveness.
that stage. Like, oh yeah, who else could you be spending time with?
Yeah, that right there. That's women's
it.
possessiveness. But y'all go through it in a very subtle way of like, I don't like who you around, but I don't want to admit it. And then y'all try to.
I want to go with you, but you know that's not the move.
Yeah, and then y'all try to move into like being this. So women are possessive, but men get to this like weird level of possessive in certain cases, like crazy niggas that be like, oh no, you mine regardless. So I think everybody's possessive. I just think that it manifests itself like women start possessive as yeah. So as soon as a woman like shows me that she's starting to ask me different questions like where are you going, who you gonna be with, now I recognize that you care about me in a different way than you cared before. Before we were just having fun, but you didn't care on the level of what I was doing because that didn't matter to you, which is fine, but you care more also requires you to respond in different ways too. Like you can't be possessive. And so that's my only thing. Like when a woman becomes possessive in that way, like we got to start either moving in the direction of, all right, we fucking with each other on a more of exclusive level, or you going to stop asking me these questions.
Right.
How do you decide, like...
Me?
Yeah, like if you like a girl and then like you say you get to that point, if she gets to that point, I guess...
I haven't...
Are you like, I guess I'll just try it out with her. No? Okay, that's what I'm asking. Like,
we don't get to that point if I don't like you. I don't invest enough time in you.
Like, where you going? You be like, well, like, she's my girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I don't invest enough time in people that I don't think have that capability. So I would be confused if it happened with a woman that I wasn't sure. And then it has, and then I'm just like, well, this isn't real. You just need a placeholder. Because we don't spend time together. You've seen me 3 times in 3 weeks, and each time that you saw me was in the middle of the night to come and get some pussy. Now you're talking about this relationship.
Whose
You
relationship?
don't know me.
Whose relationship?
And
What relationship?
we don't know each other on a personal level
don't
for
even know
real.
your name.
Outside of sex, you just want me to be there. I'm gonna exit this situation because now you catching feelings and I'm gonna start catching an attitude and feeling certain ways and entitled to
Start
certain
making
shit
up.
based off of how you feel.
Mhm.
And we have never had any of these conversations. I'm good off of that as well. But if I'm fucking with you, we kicking it, we cool, and yo level of care of what I'm doing starts to change, that doesn't really bother me. Like, I like relationships.
Yo, I'm tired of being single. This shit is stupid now.
Being single is cool. Like, I don't mind being single.
This shit is old.
I could have sworn. You know what's funny? Because
Done.
you definitely said in the beginning of the summer, you were like, I don't think I want a relationship.
No, I'm like, is it the weather? Because this is retarded. Oh, this being single shit is dumb.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Who the
It's like,
fuck?
we were definitely having a conversation.
Who
Like,
invented
I
this
don't think
shit?
I want a relationship. I don't think I'm ready for that. Because I
I'm
know
like,
me, you,
oh.
Ash,
This shit
me,
right
you,
here.
Alicia, and Marcus were all talking about it. We were talking about relationships. You're like, yeah, don't think
Nah,
I'm really into
no,
that. I
like,
think that I'm
This is
liking
really
just
dumb.
it and get to know people and see that. I don't think I really want to focus on that. And I was like, that makes sense. I understand that. Yeah. And you're like,
Now
now
it's
you're
getting
like,
colder.
this
Nah,
is dumb.
retarded. This is really getting on my
She's
nerves.
like, I don't listen to my younger self.
Yeah, they keep bringing up
Wow.
old shit, Tony.
You right. I apologize. Excuse me.
I don't know when it
Excuse
happened. I'm just
me.
like, I don't like this anymore. This is retarded. Nah, somebody got to come rescue me from this bullshit.
Man, I'm definitely like a relationship type of person, but I'm also completely fine being single. It's just two different modes that I
Yeah, I'm
operate
fine
in.
with being single. It's just now I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a switcheroo. Like, all right, it's ran its course. Okay. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
No, I definitely get that because it's like, I don't know. I don't mind being in a relationship. Like, it's stable. Realistically,
Yeah,
I'm going to have the same lifestyle with a relationship.
True.
It's just going to be, I'm going to have to do certain different things with and without the relationship. And it has nothing to do with me being in a relationship. Realistically, if I'm not in a relationship, I'm going to have to find times to entertain myself. Tony has a lot of free time. Tony gets exceedingly bored. That's why I was talking to y'all. I told y'all I was about to get a new job.
She's like, I'm about to work at Target and then be done.
And then I changed it to Express. Now I'm about to get this job at Express. And buy healthy clothes. And then be done after the winter. But it's shit like that. It's like I just really be trying to find things to do with my idle time. Because I'd rather spend it with a chick. Yeah.
Which is pretty normal.
Like, it's cool. Like, if I can't have a chick, like when I'm single, like I like to surround myself with my homies. Because either A, if my homies aren't there and it's not a consistent female that I'm just chilling with or whatever, I'm gonna go fuck somebody.
Right.
And I'm not even gonna want to fuck it. I'm going to want, but I'm not gonna care about it. I'm bored. I'm gonna go fuck out of boredom, and that's not productive. I've gotten much better at like just like masturbation to get rid of those. But when I was younger, a nigga would just be like, "Man, I ain't got shit to do. Let me go find it. What you doing? Bet. I am on my way. 30, 40-minute drive to go get this, and then maybe have some conversation, and do that for like an hour or 2 hours. And then I won't be bored for a while, and then I'll leave, and I'll go home. And then I'll be bored again the next day.
Right.
Yeah, and maybe I'll satisfy this with sex, or I won't. But that was super unproductive when I was younger. So I'm much better at like curtailing that now. But it's still like the same like mental processes. Like I'd rather be around like a woman that I'm just cool with. Like I vibe with. Like I just like women around me in general. Like it's just like my natural aesthetic. And then so if I'm in a relationship, I like that woman to be around me a vast majority of her time.
I think I find that it's just harder being single. Like if you really out here like mingling, it's hard. I gotta deal with your goofy ass I gotta deal with your goofy ass and.
See, I guess I don't mingle though, so I don't do that though. Like people who are single and mingle, I don't mingle for real.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna entertain a whole bunch of just like
This is
randos.
Stupid.
Like I'm gonna realistically be very like. It's either gonna be random sex, and when I mean random sex, like we engage, we have sex, maybe twice, and then I never speak to you again, because I don't care enough to keep this connection going. I don't really want to be involved with you. I was bored, and one of the things that I enjoy doing when I'm bored is having sex. So, and I like to be around women. So, two birds in one stone. And usually when I'm around women and it's a vibe and they fucking with me, we end up having sex. So it all is like cyclical in that nature. For me, like just like pursuing just random things. Like I'm gonna go find this. And it's very intentional. Like they already know what I'm on. Like this is what I want from you very specifically. We've already had like sexual conversations. Like we've already put it in that realm. So that way when I'm around, we know where it belongs. But other than that, I'm going to go back after that. I'm going to go back to just working. But I'd rather have a woman that I'm dating around me. Because then I'm not like, I can like really get into my shit with you. Like we can travel, we can engage in different things. Like we can teach each other shit. Like I can really invest in you as like a person. Whereas I'm not investing in anybody that I don't care about in as a person for real. Like if it's just random and I don't know you and I don't have a plan to speak to you again, I don't have any like care or like look to invest in you. And so that was a lot of waste of time too. So I'm not about it. I prefer relationships. I think they're more productive for myself. I don't know if they're more productive for everybody. Just like me.
No, we're productive. I don't know. I never took like the production.
Good
stuff.
relationships are more productive. Like if you're in a relationship where you're always arguing, then that can just be as much of a distraction as you
Facts
going to see random people.
Yeah,
draining.
That becomes a stress.
Yeah, I don't know who invented this single shit, but it's stupid now. I don't want it no more. Let's return it. I don't mind it. I'm just like, oh. I think I've been single for like 2 years now. In December it'll be. That's a long haul. It's a long time, I think. I don't know. But whatever. And I think that's it for me. Don't have anything else.
I mean, we still did a 2.5 hour
We
show,
did pretty
so
good.
I'm not mad. After we be done. Because a nigga tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm po and I'm tired and I'm tired and I'm po. I'm po and tired. But no, what we gonna call this episode?
Good pussy.
This has been Conscious Reconstruction. That's Ash with the title name. So if it is named Good Pussy,
If I had a podcast, I'm naming it Good Pussy.
I
Sir.
ain't got nothing to do with this one being posted.
Sir.
it should be called Good Pussy, sir.
Sir.
But all right,
Sir.
we're out here. Like, subscribe, comment. You know,
Outta
it's your
here.
boy, and we out.